go.
Hooray.
So,
We're in the room.
We are in the room.
I killed them all.
Alright, the party members are now dead, and you're by yourself with no healing in the Black Keep.
Yay!
But do I level?
Goram, you don't get anything from me. I suicide before he kills me. I chew my secret tooth.
Cyanide capsule.
That's right.
Does this keep have a name?
I think
The
it's
Black
just
Keep.
the Black Keep.
Okay.
We had the discussion about the creative naming of this place, I believe.
In the Dark Forest. Ruled by the Dark Rider.
It's so fabulous. They spent all of 20, 30 seconds coming up with these
Hey,
names.
we can keep going. And the stable person is the Pale Stranger.
I know, it's ridiculous.
And then, of course, we have things like the Menanangle and the Pugwudgie.
Yeah, I guess maybe it was just to offset the fact that there's some weird shit in here. Give you some things you could actually try to pronounce.
I was just trying to keep my notes. People.
And that other thing that we thought
Yanakubi
last
and-
time.
Keep your head.
The unpronounceable rock undead man thing.
The Gyukubu.
Yes, the Goo Goo Gajoob.
Showing your age, Hal.
I am the
Well,
walrus.
showing the fact that I have ears is what I'm showing.
You're all showing your age, people. I have no idea what you're talking about, obviously.
Obviously.
Neither does Lockhart. He's younger than I am.
Hey, we can get some Black Forest ham here.
Hey! But you avoided the village, so you can't.
Have you ever heard
Well, we
the
can
Black
go
Forest
back
Gatto
there.
story?
What was that?
Have you ever heard the Black Forest Gatto story?
No?
Okay, don't worry about it.
We need to know the Black Forest Gatto story.
Ah.
Whenever Hal asks me about, do I want something to make me feel better, I used to try and think of the most spurious thing that he could never possibly find. Well, and it turned out to be Black Forest Gatto, apart from he managed to go out and find me like at 3 a.m. one morning, Black Forest Gatto. And
You should never question my power.
no, never question his ability. So now it's like a thing.
Unfortunately, it's actually hard to find here.
Yeah. It didn't
looks
used to be
tasty.
in Bradford.
No, it was easy in Bradford because we have Black Forest Gatto in shops. Down here, it's kind of difficult because all
I think
the
I've seen
pie.
it at a market.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, down here in Texas, every pie is
Pecan.
key lime or pecan.
Yeah.
Get
I
told
could live with key lime pie.
I like key lime pie.
what?
Not heavily processed key lime pie, but nice key lime pie I like. Lindsay
Yeah.
does not like key lime pie.
And I don't even think I've ever tasted it, but the idea makes me want to throw up. So
I prefer savory pies myself.
So do I.
I like apple pie.
I have a fondness for just a classic cherry. And then there's strawberry rhubarb.
I like cherry pie with black coffee at Twin Peaks.
See, I get that reference now.
You get that reference? Oh, because you started watching Twin Peaks. How far did you get with it?
I got nearly to the end of the first season. It was too fucking weird for me.
Just wait. There is a second season, and it gets even worse. Or better.
Sometimes my arms bend backwards.
That's pretty good going, that thing. I like that.
And I must have missed that reference.
That's later on, I think.
I'm pretty sure I already know who did it, though.
Who did it?
I'm pretty sure it was the girl's dad.
All right, no, that's just like a bait and switch.
No, I'm sure it's right.
You'll never guess who did it.
The girl's dad.
You'll never guess who did it.
Alright, so as we... Can we get away from the spoilers of something I haven't even watched?
Lindsay's quickly typing into Wikipedia right now. Who killed Laura Palmer?
I'm not. I'm thinking-
Everyone.
Everyone killed Laura Palmer, and no one.
Conspiracy of ghosts.
Yeah, well, Lockhart hit the nail right on the head right there.
Can we...
Search.
Who killed Laura Palmer? Put that in.
No.
Who killed Harry Palms?
Laura Palmer? I believe, actually, because I'm not going to say who killed Laura Palmer. You typed it in.
I was looking at it on my phone. Carry on.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
She'll be like, what?
Oh, Game of Thrones, yeah.
Yeah.
So, when we last left off, the party retreated from the keep, and they rested in a camp in the forest, where they were attacked by some nasty wolves, but it wasn't too bad. And then you return to the keep in the quote-unquote morning, but since it's kind of a realm of eternal twilight, there's not too much meaning to the word, where you faced, you saw, what was it, the body or the head of the Pukwudgie that had retreated before, hung up.
I thought we hadn't killed the Pukwudgie, but I think he killed himself.
No, I think the Black Rider killed him for failing or whatever.
Perhaps it was suicide.
There was only one. I can't. Was it the body or the head?
I think it was the body strung
yes.
up.
The body strung up either by the men here or just by the door or something. Left there menacingly.
Suicide.
If the head would be there if it was suicide, surely.
Suicide. This is a magical world, Lockout. Maybe he had a spell.
Unless it was maybe suicide bar or Ghoulie kiss.
The Varguli's lower half.
No, the Var.
What?
I'm right.
Kind of right. Kind of not right.
I was right.
Kind of not right.
Right.
Kind of not right.
The whole show's kind of not right, so that's fine.
Kind of right, but kind of not right.
Right,
I'm clearly
You
missing some
understand-
excellent television here.
You understand why you're
Yes.
kind of not right.
Kind of. Don't worry, Lockhart. It's not worth watching. It's really.
It is worth watching. It's classic and awesome.
Bizarre.
No, awesome.
I got things like Hannibal and whatnot to catch up on first.
What do you think of that?
I finished the first season, and as something... Well, I mean, first of all, the general thing is, I just break reality. There's no way there's many serial... This is just completely out of... but no, otherwise I don't mind it as a series.
I've watched the first 2 episodes, I think, and I like the guy that's not Hannibal. The young guy. I can't remember his name.
Will Graham.
Yeah. But the actor that plays Hannibal normally, but he's freaking me out in that.
Because he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, apart from that one James Bond villain role, I can't really recall seeing him anywhere else myself, really.
He's doing a lot of kind of odd stuff that I'm aware of for some reason. I don't know why.
Fair enough.
I'll tell some stuff and tell you.
I do hear he was actually showed off his particular unique talent in that show, as there is this one way of cooking where it's this one little trick that kind of involves tossing an egg in the air and just perfectly splitting it with a metal spatula or something. And the producer and stuff is like, oh man, there's no way he can do this. And our stunt chefs that we could kind of just do a close-up on the arm, they can only do it every 2 out of 3 times. And they were all worrying about how they were going to shoot the scene, and he just does it effortlessly on the first try because he used to be a juggler.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, he's in King Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
King Arthur. You might have to be more
man.
specific.
The recent one with
Keira Knightley.
yeah, Keira Knightley and Clive Owen. He's one of the knights. He's the one with the bird.
Okay.
He's in the Three Musketeers.
Oh yes, I think I do recall him there. Yeah.
What's his name? Rochefort. He's in Clash of the Titans. He's in Valhalla Rising is the thing I've seen him in.
Oh, yeah.
He's in Coco Chanel and Igor Stravinsky, which I haven't seen.
Sounds like something you should see for some reason.
Yeah. There were 2 Chanel films that came out at the same time. I've seen the other one. He does a lot of Danish things because he's...
Yes, he is Scandinavian or Danish specifically.
He's Danish. I only know because my aunt's Danish, and it reminded me for some reason. Yeah, that's kind of
a
it.
pastry. What do people think of Game of Thrones?
I am behind by 2 seasons.
So are we.
Well, I haven't been able to watch it ever since George R. R. Martin killed poor, lovely Joffrey.
Poor Joffrey.
Joffrey died?
I have to say, I read the book, so I don't care about it too much, but it's nice to watch the outrage coming from the internet from time to time.
Yeah.
Was there any outrage for Joffrey dying, though? I mean,
I
really?
think there was just a general huzzah when Joffrey died.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like the Vikings show that they're doing on, is it History Channel?
Quiet.
I just binged watched the entirety of season 2 the other night, except for the last episode.
I fell asleep during episode 2, and I woke up to Lindsay just finishing the penultimate episode.
Yeah. Well, my one gripe is people online that scream about spoilers, and it's like it's based on sagas that are 1,000 years old. It's like
they're real characters.
Yeah. It's like
what sagas are these?
It's the
Ragnar, Lothbrok, Ivor the Boneless, and something else I can't remember. But they're all real characters. They're not real. They're not characters. They're all real, based on real myths.
Oh, nice.
Well, not even just myths.
It's actually very good, Lockhart. You should watch it.
Yeah.
I might have to look into it.
It's pretty good. I haven't watched the last episode because I promised Hal I would wait until he caught up, and it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, we're 1 or 2 behind at the moment, so.
Are you watching it live, though, Thing?
Yeah.
In season 3, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so things ahead of you, love.
They're in season 3? I thought that they
Yeah,
were...
they're televising season 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I'm a little bit behind then. I'm pretty sure I know where it's going, though.
Well, I do too, because I read the sagas, but
Anyway, our TV viewing habits aside.
Everyone should go to the website, click on any of the Amazon links, and buy all of the stuff we just talked about. Thank you very much.
Because we're going to put links for all the shows in this episode, right?
Well, no, just click on any link to Amazon on the site, and we get the tiny amount of referral that it gives us.
Nobody's ever done that, though.
Even if it goes somewhere else?
We do get a very occasional referral fee. There was one time about 6 years ago that somebody did it, and literally they went and bought like a gaming book and like 6 fridge freezers, and we got actually a significant chunk of maybe, it was like $15 or something, but it was significant for one purchase. What?
I never saw my share of that $15.
It goes back into the site fees, keeping the crappy thing online.
Oh, okay.
So yes, if you have any reason to want to buy Pathfinder books, consider Amazon. They're usually cheaper, and you can use the links from here, and we get some money out of it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
There's links on every single file, generally, to where you can buy it, and it's either Amazon, Drive-Thru RPG, for which we get cash we can use. I'm back in the room. Did I restart before you, Lockhart? I have plenty of empty space. I'm sure I can manage to figure out where it is in the recording. Skype just dropped us, so we're now back. Hello again. Apparently didn't like our conversation about various things you could do on the website, because apparently, yeah. Apparently the internet has some kind of promotion blocking tool for us.
Let you say the first
How long did you have us recording?
I have us down for 14 minutes, 16 seconds right now.
Okay. How odd. For some reason, my audio thing actually stopped then.
Wow.
Because I was only just on the cusp of 13 minutes, so I'm assuming...
I don't have a minute of quiet. Maybe I do have a minute of quiet. Maybe Canadian seconds are slightly shorter than American seconds.
Because it seems like I don't have any real noticeable period of silence.
Huh.
That's too much.
Maybe your recorder stops if there's dead time, of a certain amount of silence.
That'd make sinking hard.
Yeah, right. Because we're often just quiet, sitting there fiddling with ourselves.
Hey, my camera's off. You're not supposed to know that.
I just make assumptions. I just make assumptions.
I'm not quite sure what caused it.
Hey, I got a chance to get Vecna out over the weekend and actually use him.
Yeah, with Nick.
With Nick.
Oh, yes.
Nick got a shit ton of board games from the 70s from some dude, and he was like, I'm going to bring them over and we're going to play them. So we got to play Hexagony, and we got to play Kingmaker, both of which, well, I'm going to say both of which I won, but I won Hexagony, and we technically ground to a draw in Kingmaker. Although technically I won.
Is Nick like expert level rage quitter?
Yeah, he's kind of angry at times. Yeah, you can generally see it simmering just below the surface. Lindsay's being quiet, I hear.
I'm saying nothing. Occasionally, I would wake up out of my kind of sleep-induced coma thing and hear them yelling and laughing. This was Nick, who's supposed to be my friend and come and see me.
Oh, boo.
He makes dates to come and see Hal and play games now.
No.
I've lost another friend.
Oh.
Friends.
Oh.
You can come be my friend, Lindsay.
That's good. That's the plan. I'm going to come and steal you back.
Shall we try and get back into the game before other weird technical difficulties? Haven't had that before.
Yeah, let's do it.
So yes, you left off. You checked out the library, and then we stopped because it was getting kind of late.
What room did we stop in?
You stopped in the library.
Library just outside the tower.
Whichever.
There we are.
Which button is it that does it? That's the one that does it. There we are. Yep, you guys are in the library, which currently has puddles forming on the floor from the copious amount of blood leaking from the spines and covers of these books onto the ground.
I didn't realize they were all cooking books.
What? How many spells do I have left? Oh, I've got plenty of spells left. Do I have any spells running? I have no idea about that.
Everyone has heroism on them.
Oh yeah, and I have my general.
Yeah, you have
general
your
swordy stabby stuff.
I'm too cheap to buy an actual magic weapon and armor spells.
I thought I would go with a character who actually trusted in his magic.
Which is great until you get hit by rapid dispels and whatnot.
Well, that's the possibility, but I think trusting in my magic is a way to go.
I'm not sure if they changed it or if I just really didn't use too much Dispel Magic when I played 3.5, but it seems a bit tamer, like it only can get rid of one spell at a time.
Yeah, and also, I mean, in Pathfinder, they don't tend to equip it much onto the baddies, because they're like, why would you when you can fireball the whole party? They do tend to have a tendency of having, let's have a teleporting doorway with Mage's Disjunction on it. Which is a bit of a bastard, but other than that, it's not a common thing.
Well, that's the one thing I always kind of blew me on encounter design, and I was reading a couple of designers' posts on this, where they're talking about, I mean, your lifespan for an NPC opponent in a, encounter is like 6 rounds. And so...
That's hardly any time to get like 6 dispels off. Why would you do that?
Right, and don't equip multiples of these spells. You shouldn't have this kind of stuff equipped because it's wasted. And it's like, well, if the character has a life outside that encounter, it'd be realistic for him to have.
Yeah, it doesn't have a life outside of that encounter. He waits all his life for that moment with the right spells, so he can cast them and then be slaughtered.
Yeah, so it's kind of like one of those. It's like it's inefficient encounter design, but it's highly unrealistic that everybody's waiting in the dungeon with just that set of spells that they know they're going to have a 6-hour or 6-round lifespan once they encounter the party, although that might be why they're so belligerent all the time.
Belligerent. I like that. Belligerent.
They all know this prophecy of they're going to have a party come into their room and kill them 6 rounds later.
All right, so you guys are in the library. You are currently looking at the door in the western wall. What are you doing?
Did Alex listen at it? She's up front, so...
I believe she did investigate it, and it was very similar to the investigation from the main hallway. That there was some sounds of movement from above, as well as a particularly bad smell.
So what we're saying is, in this room, there's something that flies, or is clinging to the wall, and could possibly be some horrid spider, or some kind of horrid bird monster. And do we really need that kind of stuff, or shall we just continue forwards?
Right. I mean, there could be vital loot in there, but yeah, probably flyers since the tower's broken.
Oh, I don't think about vital loot. That's very metagamey. I think about the fact that if I open this door, a bird could bite my face off.
That's really a bird. It's going to be a thing that floats on the ceiling that's name I've completely forgotten.
But we're also in this sent here to go retrieve something, and we should maximize our income from this keep.
Why should we take unnecessary risks? We know there's only 2 doors into the place, and we know the outside of this tower is broken. We know something's above us, so clearly there's something in there that's flown in from the outside. So, yeah.
All valid points, and seeing as I know I'm under a curse, I'm willing to listen to reason.
So, I mean, we could go in there and figure out what it is. I guess that's fair. We could open the door and take a peek, and then shut it again if it's something horrid.
Oh, it's something horrid, of course, because it's this keep.
I mean, the completionist in me hates that big black space. It wants to open this door, but as a character, all I can see in the one to it's between me and Alex. You can't see it. We're stood on top of it. It's here.
Okay. So that's the one we're listening at.
Yeah.
The only thing that worries me is if there is something in this and we go to face the master of the keep, anything we've left behind may rush to his aid when we fight him.
I don't know about that.
Me either, but I'm...
Rush to his aid. I don't know about that. I don't think anybody rushes anywhere. We've been fighting in the middle of this room and no one's come out of any of the doors to the east.
Well, he hasn't come to their aid.
I don't think there's much rushing to anyone's aid around here.
All right.
Well, we can open the door and have a look.
Up to you guys.
6 enormous blue dragons.
I'm easy either way. I'm good.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, who's opening the door?
Our official door opener.
Goram's lot in life.
Poor old Goram. He is the meat.
The meat that holds the party together.
As I get breathed on and stabbed and whatever else is lying in wait.
Get in there, Goram.
Since we weren't quiet.
Quiet is not what we're good at.
Get yourself out of these positions.
So, this tower is a single enormous hollow stone cylinder. A spiral staircase winds up against the southern wall, but what lofty vantage the stairs may have led to is no longer discernible, as the tower's top appears to have been broken off 60 feet up, leaving the whole place open to the sky. The tower's upper rim is mostly jagged and broken stone, though a jumbled mess of lumber spans and partially covers one side of the opening. The paved stone floor is covered in several inches of stinking muck.
Ah, crap.
Why didn't I look at this from outside? I could have just flown up and had a look.
You could have. You totally could have.
Totally could have done. Can we have a dinner?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
We could just shut the door. Holy crap.
3 dragons, not 6. Okay.
Are they dragons?
Enormous. I don't know.
As you see, peering out from the lumber perch on the southern end of the ceiling are 3 heads belonging to dark blue dragons, wings immense, tails tipped with hooked stingers, roaring a challenge as they begin to soar through the air.
Close the door.
You know what? I never thought I'd ever say this, but I'm with Thing.
Let's just have a quick initiative check to make sure.
Oh dear. Go Thing, go.
Quick initiative from Goram.
Yeah, there is no such thing. 21.
What?
Juniper is 21. Goram
21.
is
8. Yes, never mind.
Nice work, Goram. Do you want my initiative?
Hey, It's an
19
8,
for me.
but they have the better initiative modifier.
Yes.
So they actually have a chance to swoop down and attack Goram before he closes the door.
Breathe or stab or whatever else they do.
Do they breathe, wyverns? I think they sting you to death.
Yeah, I think they have that tail's poison, but
They sting you.
Yeah, they've got a poisonous tail.
Knowledge
And
Arcana
bite
could tell
and-
you more
Oh.
about these.
Yeah, roll it, dude.
Juniper. Okay. So Juniper is able to know that they are wyverns, particularly
Wyverns.
big and healthy-looking examples of the species. They are dragon types, and therefore immune to sleep and paralysis. And indeed, their main way of attack, apart from biting and buffeting their wings with the little claws on them, is the stinger, which is quite poisonous. Otherwise, they don't have anything particularly special about their attacks. Juniper actually got a 21 for initiative, yes.
Yes, I did.
Weaver's got an 8 of Goram, and Demir's on 19. So, as Juniper is able to kind of look up, it's kind of a hard angle for Juniper, but it's big enough door, I guess. She is the first to react, as Goram apparently is just looking at the floor and all the muck and not quite catching these creatures above him about to swoop down.
Goram, look up. There are big things about to eat us. I can't do sleep. I can't do paralysis. Is that what you said?
Yes. They are quite out of the range of your hexes at the moment, as they are roughly 60 feet up.
Okay.
But you could ready a hex for when they come in range.
Could, or
You
I could have lightning bolt.
Or you could lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt, unfortunately, you have some people standing in front of you.
I don't see the problem. Okay.
It's only Goram.
Um,
He's immune to lightning, right? That's what that ring does.
Not quite.
I can ready something, or I can try and do something. What do you think?
Up to you.
What would web do? Can I cast web? Yes, I can.
That could make a big mess.
The
Range, 20-foot radius spread, lasts for 100 minutes.
what's the range though?
Range is medium, 100 foot plus 10
Okay.
foot level, so it's 200
Far
feet.
enough.
Yeah, it's okay. That's far enough. Yeah, you
And they become
could
grappled.
cast it.
What happens to something if it's flying and it becomes grappled?
Well, the problem is, you do have to anchor it, and with being grappled, it would just be kind of caught in the web. It wouldn't fall down.
Okay.
It's not quite like a tanglefoot bag where you're tangling something up. The web is not appearing around them; it's appeared anchored to two places, and it will hold creatures relatively within that, unless they're able to escape.
I'm just reading a
Yeah.
thing now. I don't see anything about it. What does it say about it having to be anchored?
It does say that.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. It does. Collapses upon itself. Oh, and disappears.
So there's probably just enough wall above their wooden platform that you should be able to anchor it.
Well,
Or,
as soon as
or
I
you could
cast-
drop it. Or you could just drop it by the door.
That's true. You could just put it in front of you.
what to stop them getting to us.
Yes.
Or to slow them down.
Everything but their 3-foot stingers that'll, go through to Goram, but
Poor old Goram.
I could tentacles.
You could tentacles, if that's within range.
The description says burrowing up from the floor and reaching for any creature in the area. It still has a 200 feet range and a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Can these things hover?
Possibly. Any flying creature can attempt to do so.
Yeah, so it may not even touch the ground, so that it may not get grappled by the tentacles.
Currently, though, they are sitting on this wooden perch above.
Yeah, I assume flying creatures actually. Oh, you mean she could drop the tentacles on the wooden perch?
She has first initiative.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I might try
So,
that.
I'm moving them slightly back because I had them forward before, because otherwise you would have seen them at the corners.
I
But
see.
it is supposed to be a very small wooded area, so
They're on the stairs. Is that where they are?
they're at the top of the stairs. There's kind of this wooded
Wood platform.
yeah. Possibly it would have been a floor at some time, but
Might be interesting.
A loft.
yes.
Shall I try it?
Sure.
Well, if you don't think it's going to work or you don't think it's very good, then tell me.
No, I think it's a do it. Why not? We're
Yeah.
gonna lose.
It's for 10 rounds if it works.
And then what? Are we gonna go in and kill them?
Well,
Well, it might crush them to death by then if it actually grapples them.
I don't think it does that much damage.
You guys are being very strategic for the first round of combat.
Yeah,
before
we
we're about
are.
to fly towards you.
I'm gonna cast this on them. I'm gonna cast black tentacles on them on the perch.
Okay, what size is that again?
It's
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius spread.
big enough.
What was it? Alt? 10, 15.
I don't get a saving throw.
I know, and they don't get. It doesn't do spell resistance either.
Nope.
Wow, it's definitely big enough.
So, are we putting it about there?
Yep, that looks good.
All right. So that's within all of them. So I believe you need to make a grapple check with the spell,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds about right.
Yes.
Oh, they have.
There's a lot of text. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out.
No, that's fine.
This is when
they don't
determining
seem to be- yeah.
when determining the tentacles CMB, the tentacles use your caster level as their base attack bonus and receive +4 bonus due to their strength and a +1 size bonus.
So is it just a straight 15, or does she get anything else on it, Lockhart?
That should probably be a straight 15.
Is that what CMB is? It's just strength plus.
Well, base attack plus strength plus any other relevant modifiers.
Yeah.
In this case, size.
So my base attack bonus is 5.
But no, you use your caster level instead,
Oh, okay.
which is 10, right?
Okay. So I'm doing. So what is it? 1d20 plus.
15.
Yes. 1d20 plus 15. 23.
Pretty
That
good.
is not bad.
It would grapple me. Maybe. Yeah, it would. Just.
Yeah,
That
the big
will
dragon.
not be sufficient, however.
Oh, you suck.
Oh, damn. It's because they've got big strength, right?
They do have a fairly big strength.
Yeah.
If the tentacles succeed in grappling, which they don't, grappled opponents. I guess then that's it, right? The entire area is of effect. Area of effect is considered difficult terrain.
It's true.
Aha.
So, Juniper.
They can't be damaged.
No.
The tentacles can't be damaged, apparently.
It's a good spell.
Yeah.
Juniper summons a field of black tentacles out of the wooden floorboards. The wyverns, however, basically buffet their rings and use their strength and are just getting out of them already as they're about to head towards you. Demir!
Options.
Go Grey Castle.
Right. Hey, I got a cheering squad at last.
By the power
So-
of Grey Castle.
After this on for so long. I'm just looking up a moment.
Scarlet Witch today. I'm going to make a costume for.
Your sketch of what?
Scarlet Witch.
Oh.
That's pretty cool, right?
I decided the other day. I've never heard of.
How far away are they?
60 feet plus distance.
60 feet. So yeah, that's great. Can't do that then. It's close range.
Yeah, I think it's still 60 feet is still a bit of close range for you
It's
guys.
like 5 feet out of close range.
See, when I die from the poison, I'll collapse over here on top of Alex. Okay.
You should have more faith in yourself.
Why is everything in mine close range, Lockhart? What's that about?
I don't know.
You chose poorly?
No, it's just, I think a lot of
Probably
spells.
because you get to wear armor. That's why.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, what the hell? I'll flame strike them. While
Okay.
they're all clustered up there and shit.
Flame strike. So the first one's reflex save is going to be a 25, which will save a 28,
Jesus, Lockhart.
a
I don't think
19.
I don't think I can get all three. It's only
Isn't-
10. It's a 10-foot radius,
Oh, it's a 10-foot. Okay.
but it's
So-
40 feet high.
Well, that's kind of regardless, really. They're not above each other.
No, I'm just saying. It's not. It's 10-foot radius, so it'll catch two of them.
Okay. So, and they both will save then.
Nice.
Which two? The farther
I
ones
think-
or the
I think-
closer one?
I think from where I am, I'd probably target the first because they're probably easier to see than the one that's directly above the door.
That sounds reasonable. So what? Let's have some damage there.
Doing it. 10d6. I like doing 10d6. I'm not gonna lie. 34. That's a good roll.
It's not bad. It's not
not
bad.
bad.
So they take half that because they made their saves?
Yeah.
Yes.
Plus minus whatever else they take for being wyverns.
Right. Their fire resistance or whatever.
The wings seem to flap down the flames a bit as they strike.
Only half that's fire damage, look good.
Yes, I know.
Just saying.
They seem quite burnt.
Good.
So let's see. How much flying do they have? Not a whole lot.
This is a pretty tight place for him to maneuver, yeah.
It's large enough.
Come at, bro.
So this guy is pretty much just going to swoop down and land slightly clumsily, but not damaging in front of Goram, and is going to strike out with the stinger. A 21, however, bounces off his armor.
Yay!
Go, Goram, go.
These two are just roughly going to start flying about the room, circling somewhat, and get to roughly 20 feet above ground, descending a fair bit. They shriek and lick their lizardy lips. And Goram's turn.
Oh, kill him versus close the door and run.
We've dropped 2 spells. You better attack it.
All right, full attack.
All right.
Oh, that would
Nice.
be a crit threat.
Yay!
Yes.
And 35 to confirm.
That will confirm.
Nice.
The second hit, 18. Crap.
18 will not be sufficient.
All right. So let's see. And an acid burst for 59.
59. It's good
Pretty good.
damage.
What is good damage? That's solid damage, Goram.
It's a big strike to it, but it's also a very big creature.
Yes.
Alex's turn. Alex.
Once I drop it, though, it'll completely block the door so its friends can't play. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I have a
Alex.
feeling that Lockhart's just placating us.
Would I do that to you?
They're animals. I should be intimidating them. That's it. And then I'll be their master.
And of course, thing. Do remember? Was that -4 in damage? You recall? I don't think it was. Was it? Maybe.
No, I think it's just attack,
Okay.
skill, and yeah.
Need to remember that your minuses. So Alex, I think is just gonna break out a haste at the moment. Seems appropriate. Saves Demir from having to cast a fervor, or if he wants to, he can stack with it.
Mm.
And it'll be Juniper's turn again. So the party feels hasted. +1 to attack AC reflex saves, additional attack, and +3 to movement speed.
Hey.
Magic missile wand.
Yes.
Cool.
What is it? Is it likely to do anything to these things, do I think?
Oh, yeah, sure. You've no reason.
So then I will. Can I prepare something and use the wand? I can't can I?
You can't ready another spell, no. The activating a wand is a standard action, so you can only do something else that would take a move action to do.
How about if I'm using the wand in my hair like I'm supposed to be?
If you what?
If I use the wand with my hair, I can use my hair as a.
It's activating your hair, which you could make an attack with, but a wand is still complicated enough that it would be a separate standard action. You cannot do both on the same turn.
How? What do you think?
With your hair, you could actually touch spell the thing.
Yeah. But I don't know if I want to touch them.
She doesn't really have many touch spells, to be honest.
Like magic missile, it's direct damage. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do it on the one nearest the door.
Sounds good. So use magic device check.
That is.
Shaka, shaka.
1d20 plus 135. 21.
21 will be sufficient to activate the wand.
Wicked.
It springs to life and little magic bolts shoot out. 3 of them.
Pew pew pew.
3d4 plus 3 damage.
3d4 3.
Someone is drinking with a straw.
10, it wasn't me.
Wasn't me either.
I have no straw.
He's just slurping.
What did I hear then?
Slurping.
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 All right. Little holes appear in the tender membrane of one of its wings.
Aha! That'll learn you.
Demir.
Yes, sir.
It's Demir's
I
turn.
guess- Oh dear, oh dear. I guess I'll full attack it, right? What's the
It is
negative?
getting
for-
cover from you.
Well, I've got no other options. Goram's fat ass is in the way, so I'll just not. I won't power attack for this.
All
I can move on my turn if you like.
No, you're good where you are. So I'm +1 to attack from haste, right?
As well as +2 from heroism.
So +3. I may as well power attack then. I'm +1 net. Let's do. Oh, minus the cover. Does the cover just increase their AC, right?
Yes.
Oh, what the hell? We'll power attack. +1 to these rolls, and I get an extra. And I get an extra primary, right?
Indeed.
Okay. First attack. 21.
It's thrown off by this wall between you a bit.
24.
Now the creature's tough hides, like glances to blow off. Ooh.
Natural 20. Potential crit
Roll
threat.
to confirm.
28.
That will just do it.
Good. Have 21 damage.
Nice.
Chop! Oh, unless I get +1s from haste.
Not to damage, no.
Okay, good.
Just accuracy for being fast.
Yay! Zoom.
All right. The wyvern shrieks and beats its wings rapidly and flies away.
Is that a full retreat?
That is a full retreat.
Wimp!
What, we can't attack of opportunity when it full retreats?
No.
That's kind of what full retreat does. Unless you have reach, the first square of its movement is not threatened.
Oh yeah, that meteor that gave me the rubbery arms gives me reach.
What meteor? If there was a meteor involved, I'm pretty sure it would have just outright killed Goram.
Oh, you weren't here for that session, Lockhart.
Playing games behind your GM's back. The other two, however, will provoke. As they each on their turn are basically going to dart in, jab a stinger at Goram and I can't actually see any range on the stinger, which is pretty odd.
Maybe it doesn't have reach.
It's pretty odd that they don't get reach with it, but I guess they don't because it's not on there. Mind you, mine is a first edition. I should almost look that up for errata.
I'm looking.
Yeah, it says that we can do whatever we want, and you sir can lose.
Yeah, wyverns actually have negative reach.
No, they only have 5-foot reach, so they will. So yeah, he will provoke from Goram as he sweeps down and attacks with his stinger.
So that's one full attack, or one attack at my...
One attack with the penalty for your power attack, as well as your regular penalty for the curse.
All right.
Provoking? How's he provoking?
Because it's reach. Oh, sorry. I should say it goes in and attacks, and then will retreat. So I guess it gets his attack first.
Okay.
Sorry, it's using flyby to do stuff.
So it attacks before it provokes. Okay.
Yes, it does, because it swoops. 20.
No?
That sounded like a fake no.
Maybe. Well, do I have a +2 for heroism?
No.
AC? No.
Your curse might even have you at -4 AC if you really want to look it up. It's pretty nasty, but
I've got it written down as just attacks,
okay.
saves.
It's basically the anti-heroism, basically.
Yeah.
So
Anti-heroism.
it doesn't do a lot of damage. Only 9 points.
I poison your ass.
However, you do indeed have to make a 4 save. Ooh.
29 with the curse.
Well, it's a natural 20 anyway, so you're
Yeah.
fine. So then it will provoke. You get your attack of opportunity.
Can I vital strike on the? Do I get my vital
No.
strike on this? Okay.
It has to be a standard action to attack the vital strike.
So that would be 32 with the -4 for the.
You're also keeping in mind. Well, it'll hit even with more penalties. Yes, that will hit. Technically, is that still a crit threat?
Let's see. That is a 16. Yeah, that would be a crit threat.
So give it another roll.
So -4 +5.
That will not confirm.
Okay. I do get the +5 on confirm, but I guess that's...
Yeah, that's not going to confirm with -4. Plus the penalty for your power attack as well in there.
I think I thought power attack's built into that attack, but
This is your first one, which doesn't have that penalty because you have the Furious Focus or whatever.
That's right. Well, I got the Furious Focus when I do. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah.
It's always your first attack, so this
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
unless you're higher than +20, which I don't think so.
No.
Okay, anyway. So standard damage.
36.
Not bad at all. I'm not sure you get the damage bonus on this though, because is that
for power attack or for?
Well, the bonus damage from your class ability, because it's not a standard action attack.
Oh.
I don't think you get the overhand chop.
Right. Well, I get double strength on the first attack if I'm taking one, and then I get double strength on every other. Oh.
We'll do it for now, but I don't think, again, attacks of opportunities are just like light little attacks, really. But anyway, so that was that one swooping in. Then the other one's going to swoop in to also try to sting at you. And it misses, unfortunately. But I don't believe you have combat reflexes, so it gets away scot-free without a attack of opportunity.
Damn.
Goram.
And these are flowing up somewhere where I can't, like...
Yes, they're about 20 feet off the ground.
Then I'll shut the door.
All right, the door is shut.
Were they flying out of the tower?
No,
they're fighting out of. They're flying above reach, and if I walk in there, they're just gonna swoop down and stab at me every round.
Okay, isn't that what you're for?
So, are you guys planning on entering the room again, or?
I don't know.
Well, I'd quite like to be able to cast some more spells at them, but apparently Goram shut the door.
Well, we can open it again.
All right.
Essentially, this is the general thing. Are we out of initiative or still in initiative?
We can go back in next round if you guys want, since I already
You
said I
need
shut the
healing
door.
or something. Is that why you shut the door?
Well, not severely yet.
Stop being such a puss.
All right.
You're a goddamn tin can. Get in there, you big woman.
Maybe it was a tactical maneuver.
Tactical maneuver.
Okay.
I'll
so-
take him by surprise when I open the door, yeah.
So Goram has used a move action to close the door, and promptly been insulted by most of the party.
I didn't insult him. I'm trying to make it look like you did it on purpose.
Well, but Demir has a lot of charisma, so he counts as more party members than he actually is for some reason.
That's true, actually, yeah. Yeah, so when I call you a puss, it really does hurt, and you might actually believe it.
Great. Now I got to kill Alex so she can't spread the tail of this when we get out.
She's already written the song, and it's being sung in half the taverns across the nation.
Damn.
Okay, is Goram doing anything for the standard then, or his remaining actions?
I guess I will 5 foot back so they don't stab through the door.
Stab through the door.
Well, I guess they can't do that. I'll just hold and ready to open the door and attack when my turn comes around again, I guess.
Okay. Alex will pretty much just draw her, put her rapier back, draw her long, short bow at this point.
Oh, dear.
Juniper.
I'm going to ready one of my hexes for when the door opens, I think.
You have to be a bit more specific on that with targeted stuff.
You have to pick the hex.
Well,
Just
there's that. You also have to say something like the first target I see after the door opens or something like that.
Well, the first target I see when the door opens, and I'm probably going to cast Misfortune.
Misfortune Hex. All right, that sounds good. Demir.
I'll give Goram a combat back rub. How injured are you?
I am down. Hello?
Hello.
I'm here. I'm
Okay,
waiting.
it just went really quiet, so
It's Lockhart's fan.
I'm down about
Awesome.
30 points.
30. Oh, you can have a cure serious because I'm feeling nice.
Aw.
Because you're such a puss.
Well, that tactic paid off then.
Right. Here you go. Have 20 back. That was a bad roll, but have 20 anyway.
I'll take it.
I think you might. Maybe it'll encourage you to keep the door open.
Now I just need to lay poison and a few other things, and we're...
Mr. Girly Pants. Yeah, we'll deal with the poison. It'll be fine.
I have detect poison.
Yeah, right? So useful.
Aha,
yes,
you
you were poisoned.
All right.
Stop getting hit by them. It's very easy.
Oh.
So, okay. So,
Wyverns.
Juniper had a readied action. Did anyone else really have a readied action or not really?
No, a combat. Goram was apparently standing there ready to attack, but I don't think he had the ability to... Does he have an ability to ready an action? After a move?
Well, yeah, it's ready as a standard.
And I'm guessing he was ready. He did say he was readying to attack.
To attack whatever I see through the door if there's something in range when I open it, but...
Well, but that's waiting for your turn to open the door then.
Yeah. And it's going to stab through the door, and I'll...
I think it's going to stab through the door.
Alright, because
Why would it
I
do
have
that?
horrible luck.
It's got like hands and shit. It might break the door.
Well, that's true.
They don't really have hands. No, they're wings essentially. They have a little bat hooky finger at the end of them.
Yeah.
But that being said, all the same, the door swings wide open.
Oh, the keep can probably open its own doors for them.
Maybe they have magic of some kind, like mage hand or similar.
And so I suppose the closest one is going to be the top one, if we want to get the Misfortune Hex on.
Yes, please.
So it makes a will save. It rolls low,
Nah.
Aha.
so it is misfortuned.
Yay.
We like it when they're misfortuned.
Does that one have a number or a name or anything?
It is just Wyvern 2.
Identify it. So.
And it will.
You got a little thing you can put on it so we make sure.
I actually can see the names of them.
Oh, okay.
It's. I mean, the thing is, unless I put them all in the initiative tracker, which is kind of takes up a lot of space, you just have to trust me a little bit. But I will remember. He rolls twice, takes lowest stuff, and he's going to swoop down.
Thanks, Juniper.
You're welcome.
So actually, let me just adjust initiatives slightly.
And he fails his fly check, smashes into the wall.
So Goram had the ready to attack, fearing the stinger through the door, apparently.
32 with the minus for.
Yes, but also remember we have heroism, so it's only -2.
Okay, that's true.
But yes, that will hit.
And that will be a crit threat.
Yes.
That's almost a Freudian slip there.
A clip threat.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard too.
20,
that will
30
not
something.
confirm. That will not confirm, unfortunately.
Yes, boys.
What the hell are these things? AC.
Wyverns. They're pretty high, I think. They're big creatures, aren't they? They've got a lot of natural armor.
They do have a lot of natural armor.
All right. 26 points.
Pretty good.
That's good damage.
Pretty low. I rolled 3 2s.
You did good thing. Well done.
Keep it up.
So it's it hisses out. It's quite wounded at this point. It will actually attempt to bite at Goram this time. 19 is
Adamantium.
sufficient. And will what am I thinking of? Threaten an attack of opportunity as he leaves again.
Good. Kick his ass.
No, that will not. That will not hit.
Damn it.
Flies back there.
I want wyvern steaks.
This other one seems a bit more determined as it flies down and oops, a bit too far.
Yeah, it's very determined, smashing through the wall of the keep.
It's determined because it knows I used my attack of opportunity. Yeah.
It's just getting hungry. It didn't really like how its tail glanced off your armor. So it's going to see if its teeth have any better effect. A 32!
Oh!
That'll do it.
Just barely.
Just almost.
Just slipped past my gorget and faceplate and
2d6
everything.
plus 4. That'll be 11 points of damage. And it attempts to hold on to you.
Does it have a grab?
Of course it does.
We're going to yank Goram into the tower and fly off.
A 19, a natural 1 for that matter, will fail to do so.
Goram is slippery.
Alex, let's see here, is a +3 to this attack with her bow. Well, -1 actually, because she is shooting into combat. So let's see. Ooh, that's a crit threat. Not confirmed, but still, nevertheless, a bow will get a arrow will slip past Goram into the creature's hide and do a bit of damage to it.
Yay for damage.
It'll actually be 6 points as she's all lucked up and whatnot.
She got another attack for haste.
I suppose she does, doesn't she?
Yeah, technically she can fire two shots at once.
So she will shoot another one then. A 22, 21 will miss.
Oh, so we're all tasted.
Yes. Demir.
I will continue my attempts to attack around this corner. I will continue to power attack. So this is at +1, and I get an extra attack for hasting. So here we go. 27.
That will do it.
Woo! Second attack. potential crit threat.
Ooh,
25.
that will not do it.
So 2 hits, third attack is a miss. So that's going to be a 9 and a 12 for 21 damage.
Nice. Wait, weren't you power attacking?
Oh yeah, lies. 21, yeah, more than that. 29.
Better.
29? Yeah. Chop!
Juniper.
You're hacking lumps out of these things. How are they looking?
Will cackle
Oh,
to extend misfortune on Wyvern 2.
and hex the shit out of whatever you can see.
I can cackle for free, right?
Cackle is a move
Cackle is a
action.
move.
Yeah.
So you can cackle and then hex as long as you don't move.
Okay, then I will hex whatever number this fellow here is.
You'll leave it
That
at 1 or 3.
That fellow there.
The one by the door.
That is 1.
Okay.
Wyvern 1.
I will-
Hex is bottom.
1 is the loneliest wyvern.
I might actually hex Evil Eye.
Oh,
Evil Eye.
his ass. Take away his ability to fly.
Well, knowing what I did about the Wyvern and the paralysis and sleep, will a mind affecting hex work?
It will. They're not immune to mind affecting. They would
So-
just be... So, yeah.
Evil Eye.
One of the
so
few
which,
non-undeads.
which are you targeting with it?
Sorry, can you not see my circles? That one.
No. What ability of it is? Attack, it's AC,
sorry.
it saves?
I'm going to drop its AC
Okay, very nice.
by -4.
So, again, I could roll the save, but it's kind of pointless because it'll just be hit with it anyway and cackled. So, let's just go to Goram's turn, shall we?
And that one was number 1.
Yes, wherever number 1 has -4 AC.
So do I get an extra attack from this haste stuff then?
You do.
Excellent. All right, attack 1.
These hexes are pretty good if you can get them to work on things.
Yes, they are.
So,
Yeah,
so
that's,
35.
and that's a crit threat.
Something around the 30-ish range.
It'll, yes, confirm.
All right. Let's see. Extra attack. That goes as the first one, right?
Yes, that's your first one.
So 26.
Aren't you taking -3 penalty for power attack? Oh, but you're +1 for haste. So yeah,
yeah.
that should work. Yeah, that'll hit.
And second attack. No.
No, that's just a no.
So,
So crit and regular damage.
all right. And a burst for 1 point. Oh, geez. So that's 61 and 30 more.
Okay, so with a flurry of slices and acid, Goram beheads this one. And the other Wyvern will flap away and escape as well.
Ah! Take that, wyverns.
Dinner time.
Did you get poisoned, Goram, or are you okay?
He did not get
did not.
poisoned.
Awesome. We shall enter this place, the stinky wyvern poo hole, and we shall give it a quick search.
All right.
I'll cast to detect magic in case there's crap under the crap.
The searching around, the muck takes some time, and nothing much is found within the muck down below.
Amazing. Do they have a little nest up above?
Quite possibly. They do have that wooded area.
Who's feeling spry? Oh,
There's stairs.
Juniper. Yes. Okay. Do you want to go up them?
Uh,
Do they go all the way to the wooden area, and does it look
they do.
secure?
They do.
I do have knowledge. I do actually have knowledge engineering.
If you want, you can roll it.
I'm just saying, may I assess the stability of this area
Sure.
as it is collapsed and all? I'm not very good at knowledge engineering, but I may as well give it a try. 7! I rolled a 1! It's the stablest tower ever. It's even got an
Well-
invisible roof.
Considering that 3 Wyverns were laying on it moments ago,
Looks fine to me.
I'll mount the stairs.
Stop humping those stairs,
I was
Goram.
gonna say, yeah, Goram humps the stairs. Someone
Oh.
else might want to climb them.
Well, after passing on the troll orgy, you know.
The urges have manifested now. Regret.
I should climb because I get featherfall for free.
Hey,
Exactly.
you could just levitate up them or fly up them if you wanted.
Yeah.
That would be wasting something. How
It's
about
true. It's
I climb, and then if something goes wrong and I need to fall, I can fall for free.
It's true. This is true.
That's
So-
like tactical and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So Juniper climbs the stairs. Up above, there is a bit of a nest. There actually appears to be just some slabs of actually pretty choice-looking cut steaks and whatnot that you can see that have been partially gnawed on, as well as just a general nest made out of things like, again, the tree branches and what other things to make some comfort to their sleeping area. But also in the center of them, there appears to be just a little pile, almost like a little miniature attempt at a dragon horde that these wyverns just really wanted to be dragons.
Oh.
No eggs? Aw.
No eggs.
What's in the mini dragon horde?
There appears to be a rather dark looking, and it kind of, as you kind of pull it out, it kind of tries to move with the shadows about it. A suit of leather armor.
Ooh.
There is a wand, the tip of which is basically just a miniature carving of a galloping Mustang. There is a leather bag, as well as a phylactery with very well embroidered with little gold beads around it as well.
Aren't those the lich things?
Somebody will have to spell.
They're also little pieces of parchment within these kind of containers.
Yeah,
that
they're
you
like a
strap
box
to your-
container. It's like a little box containing something.
Oh, yeah.
you strap to your-
Phylacetyry.
I didn't hear the start of that, Hal.
Phylacetyry.
Phylactery.
Phylactery.
So I have a suit of dark leather armor, a wand with a galloping Mustang on the tip, a leather bag, and a phylactery.
There appears to be something fairly heavy inside the leather bag.
Okay.
Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Gets everywhere, that head.
Oh, I can use that treasure.
I will just take the leather bag. I'll take everything I can pick up easily and take it back downstairs.
You can take most of it pretty easily.
Okay.
The biggest thing is the armor, and the other things you can just put in pockets or
I might drop
backpack.
the armor down and just tell them to watch out below. Will it damage it?
Possibly. It is leather, though, so not very likely. It's not
just
like
carry-
it's dented or something.
Just bring it down. You're strong enough.
Okay. And I'll give Magic Boy. It's supposed to be me now, isn't it?
That's
Leather
you,
bag.
dude.
Because I don't want to look in it.
Huh? Okay, I'll open the leather bag if I'm Magic Boy.
You're brave, Magic Boy. I'm cowardly, Magic Girl.
Inside the leather bag are 4 horseshoes. By the looks of them, possibly made out of silver.
Nice.
Hmm.
That was okay. Good.
And
Are they
one
mag-
with the galloping horse.
Are they
See,
magical?
They are magical. All of these items, except the bag itself, are magical.
Nice.
Okay.
Um,
Can you identify the wand?
I think you're the identifier.
I can detect magic and dispel magic.
You can identify by using your staggeringly big Arcana skill.
Oh, okay.
Spellcraft.
Oh, excuse me, spellcraft skill.
Okay.
Still staggeringly bigger than mine.
How's the backup identifier?
Yes.
22 is sufficient enough to identify it as a wand of mount with
Great.
37 charges.
Useful.
What does that do then?
It makes a magic horse appear.
Ooh, that's awesome. Mine. Well, obviously it's mine. I'm a magic person, right?
I imagine the word to activate it's something like giddy up or something like that.
IO Silver.
Yeah.
I hope silver.
Hell yeah. Okay, and it has 37 charges.
37 charges, yes.
Everything has like somewhere between 37 and 39 charges.
Yeah.
It's kind of hilarious.
Unless it has 10, because it's, mostly used out.
I actually want to check if that is a witch spell. But I mean, you have a decent use magic device check even if it's
Don't
not.
take it away from me.
Don't take it away.
Wand of Mount.
You're adding that to your character.
No, I'm just looking it up actually.
Okay.
It is a witch spell.
It is a witch spell.
Haha!
So for each charge, you can basically, get a horse that will last for 2 hours.
Oh, you can make it a pony.
Yes, a light horse or pony that serve willingly and well, and they come with a bit and bridle and a riding saddle.
I'm never walking again.
So you summon. So you summon it. You sell it.
Riding this magical pony. I don't think does it actually make a real pony, or is it clearly magical?
Summon
It's
a light
not
horse or a pony.
Clearly magical.
Is it just like a conjuration?
I suppose probably the intention is that it probably is somewhat apparently magical, but that would just be extrapolation.
It summons. Yeah.
Well, mine's going to be a pony with like rainbow hair and stuff, so probably it's going to look a bit less subtle.
It'll look very dashing. It'll be 20% cooler than the other summons.
Hey, we could put these horseshoes on it if it's a summons, right? Which I've got to guarantee. I think there's only one magical horseshoe set that I can think of.
Zephyr or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I think there's two. There's the ones that let them hover, and then there's ones that add speed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's just speed. That's right.
Hovering.
Zephyr is the speed one.
Identify them now. Identify them now.
What,
Five.
the horseshoes?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
give me a spellcraft check.
28.
I'm pretty sure that will be sufficient to identify them as horseshoes of the Zephyr.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
Of a Zephyr, apparently.
Yes.
Right, they're floating.
I think those are the floating ones.
I thought they were the speed
Yep.
ones.
Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at
Allowed
something
to travel without actually touching the ground.
Oh, okay. So they can run across stuff.
Yeah, they can travel across non-solid and unstable surface without leaving any tracks.
else.
So they can also therefore just walk across water basically.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Ah, my pony is amazing.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
That was going through my head as soon as we.
A song?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's one of the one of the Weeble songs.
Oh, I've never heard that, and I almost managed to sing it as well.
It's somewhat rude, really.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Not that
It's-
rude.
It's still not magical Trevor, though. I'm sorry to say.
It-
No.
The mount lasts 2 hours a level, so it's going to last 20 hours.
No.
No.
It uses
Wands.
the wands level.
Ah, what's the wands level then?
It'll be level 1.
Can a level 1 person make one? Oh, but you make it as a level 1 spell. That's right.
Yes.
So it's only going to last 2 hours. Oh well.
Identifying anything else?
Identified all
yeah.
of the things.
I'll identify the phylactery, yeah.
Okay.
36.
It is a phylactery of positive channeling.
Oh, great. If we had a cleric.
They are pretty amazing for clerics.
Oh, Demir, why aren't you a cleric?
Why aren't you a cleric?
Oh.
And the armor. Oh, do that.
Wasn't I chided for not having sleeping armor?
34 spellcraft for the armor.
Is +1 shadow leather armor.
Nice. Great
It's
for a
not bad.
thief.
Not bad.
Is it
What's
any
Alex?
graphics?
Yeah, what's Alex wearing?
Alex is wearing +1 mithril? Yes,
Oh.
+1 mithril chain shirt.
Yeah, this is probably a downsize then, is it?
For
Yeah.
the armor bonus, yes.
Yeah.
She'd have to get significantly higher dex for this to be an upgrade.
It's what, basically just bonuses to stealth or something?
I think it's a +5 or +10 bonus to stealth.
It's decent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, again, basically, it could be Goram's pajamas, really.
Goram's pajamas.
Well, it's light armor. You can sleep with it. I'm pretty sure he'd enjoy a +4 for. No, it's leather, isn't it? It's just like a +2 or +3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But again, better than nothing when you wake up.
True.
Goram's pajamas.
I can't use any armor, can I?
Very not really. No.
Black leather pajamas.
You have your corset. You're doing good.
I know, but well, you all have armor too, but you're always looking for ways to increase it.
So, Wand of Mount is going to Juniper.
Yes.
Horseshoes of the Zephyr.
Well, as the only person with a horse,
Occasionally.
but more often than you lot have a horse.
That's true. Horseshoes of you.
Well, until I take the Dark Rider's horse.
I suppose being magic, they might just kind of go like magnetized onto the horse if you want them to or something. Very easy attachment.
No, you just find a farrier.
When it just says when affixed to a.
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
No one has ranks in profession farrier, do they?
These
No.
shining silvery horseshoes bear designs of swift-moving clouds and I can't even say it.
Anthropomorphized images.
I know what it is. When affixed to a horse, these horseshoes allow the horse to travel without actually touching the ground. The horse must still run above, always around 4 inches above, a roughly horizontal surface. Cross water, doesn't leave tracks.
Oh, there's like 6 or 8 horseshoes in the SRD now.
So what we're saying is Juniper wants the horseshoes of the Zephyr.
Thank you.
I'm actually pretty impressed. I got them right for being silver.
Yeah.
Right? Do you want the shadow armor for now?
Who are you
Me?
talking to?
Goram.
Well, you need to identify who you're talking to.
Sorry.
Sure.
Okay. Good.
Goram's
So
pajamas.
Black
So the
leather pajamas.
The phylactery of positive channeling can remain in the party kit for later sellage because it's useless to us all.
It is true.
That would be quite handy with all this undead if we were,
Clerics?
Yeah.
We're not, so don't worry about it. For we are not the clerical types. That's pretty good though, little haul there. Not
Yeah.
bad. All totally useless, but we'll get there. It's nice to get some magical items, even if they're cheap and pretty useless.
I think
So-
there are, some of those are actually worth a fair bit, aren't they?
Mine's
Nah.
these 6,000. They cost 6,000.
Yeah, so you'll get 3,000 back for the horseshoes.
Well,
Anyway,
hey.
So leave the tower and set the guano on fire.
Yeah, right. The armor's probably worth a little.
I was gonna say after leaving the room, Alex, Demir, do you mind just a little quick cleaning, at least the boots?
Oh, I can do that. I was doing myself anyway. I'll prestidigitate Alex. And in fact, because of the smell, I'll prestidigitate the rest of the party. Unless they
Oh,
resist.
I was going to
Is
wipe my boots off on a book.
Is it prestidigitate?
Sure.
I guess. I'm making a word up, I feel. I will cast prestidigitation on the party in order to clean them.
Very good.
Yeah.
The muck leaves you, even if the smell doesn't quite as it lingers within your nostrils.
Yeah. I make a pleasant smell of cinnamon in the air.
It has to fight quite hard to be smelt.
Yeah, right. I can make a pleasant smell of cinnamon just under my nose.
smells like my mother's toast.
It's prestidigitation snuff box.
Right.
So, what's the party doing now?
Other door of the library. Unless somebody's got a better idea.
Sure. Seems like an appropriate way to go. It looks like there's going to be 2 doors into whatever room this is, so let's see what's in here. Alex can listen at it, I feel.
All right.
I'm going to put my leeches on.
Oh, we can only get one person near the door here. Might be easier to go in through the other door thing.
Or if you... Sure, if
Just-
you...
I'm just thinking there's a bookcase right here, which kind of makes it difficult to stand 2 abreast at this door.
True.
Whereas
Try
the
and shift the bookcase to block the door so there's no retreat from the next room. Not that we probably need that.
What do we think? Better to go for the main room?
Sure.
Maybe.
Poof.
All right. Oh, Alex already halfway through the door. Woo.
Yeah, she's keen.
She is. She is keen. So she'll listen at it. Can't hear anything in there. Just smells kind of dusty and a bit odd.
Dusty and odd. Okay.
Like kind of almost like mages' shops or something like that.
Like chemicals?
Yeah,
Okay. More like an alchemist's shop.
maybe, but very dusty. Only faint traces of that smell.
Okay.
Apparently, Alex is like parts were rat or something. They're very blessed with a very good nose.
We have the scent feet, apparently.
Bloodhound elf.
You ready, Goram?
Ready.
Let's go.
All right, Goram is opening the door. Yes.
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 All right.
I don't like the sound of that voice, Lookout. That's the I'm looking up a big monster voice.
No, it's I'm having trouble revealing this room
With the weird
voice.
shift room voice. I'm glad it's not the big monster voice. Oh.
Well, it's probably that too.
What's that thing?
One moment.
Is
Looks
that
like-
like a skeletal
like-
one of those?
It looks like something from like very old Eye of the Beholder or something. A skeletal one of what?
Those things that we met up at the Menhir that sent us here.
Okay, so first things
Oh.
first, the
It
room.
had like a squishy head.
Yeah, and it's only got one mouth.
I don't know. Can't even tell it's got
It's like-
mouths.
This tidy chamber.
It's Demi-Lich.
No, those would have jewels, Hal.
Looks glowy.
This tidy chamber is a combination workshop and living space. A workbench containing alembics, retorts, and other vessels filled with a variety of unknown substances decorates the room. Along the northeastern wall runs a triptych of paintings showing an intimidating vessel that's all flames and dark barbed spines sailing through the star-studded void of space. As you enter, you see a withered corpse with an oversized, bulging forehead is seated in the armchair reading a book.
Malagast.
He wears a long blue cape and flattering tailored black clothes with silver embellishments and a three-eyed bird skull hanging from a chain around his neck. The corpse seems to have died while reading the book and is covered with a thick layer of dust.
Yuck. Oh, that's one of the planets or something, yeah. Enter the room, I guess. Keeping an eye on this corpse.
As Goram and the rest of the party steps in, dust flakes away as it looks up, and then its skeletal mouth with just a papery covering of skin over it seems to move, possibly attempt to smile, and gestures towards the cushions at its feet. Speaking in Thessalonian, it says, "So, you're the intruders. Well, come, sit down. I suspect we have much to discuss. You may call me Malagast of Eox."
Nice.
You're the talkity dude, Demir.
Alex begins translating for the rest of the party, not quite remembering that all of them took Thessalonian.
Greetings, Malagast of Eox. I am Demir Greycastle, and this is Goram and Juniper and Alex. I guess you could say we are indeed the intruders.
Oh, great. Give them our real names.
Anyone can make a knowledge, arcana, or history check if they wish.
Knowledge Arcano history.
I have
Arcana
some
history.
weird history, or some... No, I don't. I have engineering and engineering.
24 for knowledge arcana.
21 for history.
All right. Juniper and Demir think and think, but they can't make any connection with the name given and anything else in particular.
Hmm.
Though possibly Juniper might recognize the name of Eox as one of the other planets of the system. Maybe? It's all a bit vague.
How odd.
It is a great pleasure to be able to sit and meet with you, especially when I see you have such accomplished arcane spellcasters with you. Though one appears to be a bit, less studious. You there, Miss Juniper, was it? I've been most impressed with your displays of magic.
Thank you.
Yes. Who was your teacher by any chance?
Do I get taught as a witch, or do I?
Tyson.
I don't know how it works.
You could be taught, or it's possible that you met your familiar and he guided you along.
Yeah, my familiar here is my friend who taught me.
Ah, indeed. Very interesting. I've never heard of arcane magics being taught by the Mephits. Tell me, what are the current fashions of this planet?
I believe I can. You mean clothing fashions? I believe I can answer that question.
Well, yes, but also decorations, body modifications.
Oh, that's very interesting. I will discuss at length the current fashions of the various cities.
He seems very interested, but he kind of cuts you off halfway and says, what current animals are being kept as pets?
I'll look about the room as they're talking.
All right.
We small talk about crap he wants to talk about.
Do you try to steer the conversations yourselves? I'm playing him a bit more thing, but if you ask him a question, he's willing enough to converse both ways.
Not initially. I'll talk to him for at least 15 minutes, just responding and getting him drawn into a conversation.
He's a bit of an odd conversationalist. He's very enthusiastic, but every so often he kind of stops short in the middle of a sentence or just shifts the focus entirely.
Like he's not quite all there. Like he's his memory's gone or something.
He doesn't ask you anything in particular, but it's either his interest just fades completely, or he's interrupted by some other thought or voice perhaps, or any other combination of things. It could just be a slight tick of him if he's not a very charismatic person.
Gone a bit funny for sitting here for 10,000 years. Huh.
Very tricky.
I like him.
Right.
As Goram's kind of looking around, there is not a whole bunch in here, of uniqueness, really. I should say there is quite a bit of the alchemical type looking supplies, quite a lot of them, and various tools and stuff in the workbenches and shelves. Otherwise, it's mostly the triptych, which again kind of reveals some sort of strange craft or vessel that appears to be just made out of flames in some areas and sweeping spines or bone-like structures, and it seems to have even gaps and holes in it as well, and it's somehow the image is that it is somehow traversing the star-studded void of space.
I want one of those.
Right.
Ah, yes, the Eoxian starship design. I fear you would not prove very adept at it. They tend to lack oxygen in many aspects of it.
That's pretty cool, though.
They are indeed a design of the Eoxian race that has proved very well for exploratory and travel within the system.
So, Malagast, what do you know of this place and its master?
This place is a realm unto itself.
Created by, well, how to describe it for your minds? Suffice it to say, distant beings, who placed within it their servant to rule over it. They appear to use him to, supposedly, alter the fate of this planet by having him cut select threads of fate every now and then.
Huh.
So the Dark Rider?
Yes, of course. But it was, well, not very well made. I don't quite believe they had the same knowledge and dedication that, say, Eoxian architects had. Clearly, it was not built to withstand long enough for their plan to come to completion. That was why the Dark Rider was somewhat forced into making the deal with Karzog.
It's interesting.
It is, isn't it?
So how long have you been here?
Oh, I do not really keep track of it all. Far longer than I intended, for sure, but it has not been that terrible. I do admit your appearance now to appease boredom has been most enjoyable.
I mean, you seem very articulate and quite interested in the world. Why don't you leave here and go exploring for yourself?
Well, those are all part of the deal, of course.
You have to remain here?
It was certain stipulation for the study of the shard.
So you have extensively studied the shard.
Indeed, I have.
And what do you make of it?
It is very powerful magic. However, ultimately, I've determined that while the power within it can certainly be used if one is creative enough and willing to make mechanisms to extract it, ultimately its full potential is not able to be achieved without its partner pieces, of course.
Of course. So you're actually bound here. You cannot actually leave. It's not just an agreement.
Well, I suppose nothing would particularly stop me from doing so, but I have had my commands in that regard, and I will obey them.
And who were they from?
Well, Karzog, of course, as well as my creator.
Isn't Karzog long dead?
Yes, but of course I do have my commands.
Creator God or creator your some sort of construct?
Of course not. Nothing quite as pathetic as a god, though. Certainly there are those Eoxians that did ascend as such, but they are not my creator. No, Malagast of Eox.
But you're Malagast of Eox.
You may call me that, yes.
Spellcraft check?
It's, sure.
I don't understand.
Clone copy?
So somebody might need to tell me.
You can roll spellcraft too if you wish, and I can tell you if you roll high enough.
But I don't understand out of character.
25.
30.
Sufficient?
I think Demir and Juniper, yes.
So are you a magically created clone or simulcrum?
Yes, that is quite correct. Essentially, high-powered mages are able to create copies of themselves with a portion of their power that, while essentially, oddly enough, being their own beings, are still bound by the commands.
So is there a way to break the commands binding him here, if needs be, or not? Is he actually stuck here?
Essentially, the only way to break the commands would be to break him, really.
So what, essentially kill him?
Or in some way imitate a way to give him the commands as though from the creator.
That he believes is genuine.
Possibly. I think there's generally a link there, which...
Oh, like it's like he knows it's the creator when the creator says so.
Yes.
So, are you aware that is your creator still alive?
Well, he was never really alive when I was made, was he?
Well, clearly. Is he still autonomous and moving around?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely certain. Truthfully, the agreement was, that I would be retrieved, I believe, some time ago, so that I could report to my maker.
And who was supposed to retrieve you?
Well, of course, Malagast, who would come in the vessel to retrieve me once more.
Is that an expectation, or did he actually articulate that to you?
He had no need to articulate anything for me, really. It's merely logical that he would use his craft, or perhaps some strong teleportation or plane shifting magic to traverse quickly here.
So is it potentially possible that we were here to retrieve you? Maybe he sent us here because of some
No.
urgent errand he had to take, and we were the nearest thing, and we were coming here anyway, and he said, why don't you get Malagast the simulcrum out while you're in there?
No, I do not believe so. You do not quite understand the opinion Yoxians have of your, living, denizens of this planet.
Perhaps that's changed in the thousands of years you've been stuck in here.
Considering my opinion has not changed, I doubt his has.
Can your opinion change? Are you able to change your opinion, or are you kind of stuck in the mold you were
certainly
made?
could change my opinion, but I see no reason to.
Okay.
I am generally satisfied. There are the occasional new studies that the keep provides, whatever new creatures that it brings in, the occasional new book.
That sounds very, very dull. You could come with us. It'd be good.
No, it is not dull. It is merely very concentrated study.
Sounds amazing. Why don't you come with us? You could study things outside. There's a very big city right nearby. You'd love that. In fact, this place is right inside a huge library.
No, I do not think so.
Oh.
That would be against the commands.
It's such a shame. Is there any way to break this command?
I suppose my creator would have to tell me otherwise.
So, how about we go find him, bring him back, and tell him you're released?
Yes, if you could, bring him back and have him communicate to me that my time of servitude here is up, I believe that would satisfy it. However, I do somewhat suspect that he is, well, has long lost bodily form.
Ah. Then it's going to be difficult for you to leave here, then.
It would be, yes. It's why I enjoy such times like this, when I'm able to have such calm and, civilized discussion, really.
Have you had many conversations like this?
Sometimes, though, to be honest, the base natures of the undead that this planet seems so fond of, they do not quite have the elegance of the Eoxian intellects and culture.
Of course, and how many people like us have been through here?
There have been those that have wandered through from time to time. Very few make it to this point of the keep. Most of them that make it this far, he seems to be almost slightly chuckling now. They knock on the door and are asking for help to get back.
Ah, I see. Well, we don't need that kind of help. I feel kind of bad for you trapped here. I think you would have much more fun outside of here.
I am not trapped here. I am perfectly capable of leaving at any time I wish.
Really?
Yes, I have the ability to do so.
Except that you can't because it would break the commands.
Oh, well, I choose not to because it would break the commands. Surely you've heard
I think you're playing word games here.
Surely you understand something of, what would it be, a vow or promise?
No, I
would you
understand.
so willingly abandon such a thing once taken?
Of course not. I would uphold a vow so long as it made sense. And since everybody you made this vow and promise to is dead or somehow transubstantiated, and your chance of ever being released is essentially zero, I don't see that it holds any water anymore.
You assume motivations that do not exist within me, my friend.
I feel bad for you.
Ah, you have no need to.
Well, I still do. It's a human thing.
Yes, I suppose you do have that with all those hormones and fluids and such that writhe within you.
Look, I want him as a pet. Can I have him?
That would would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
I want to. It's crossed my mind to make a major image walk in of his master and just go, "You are released," and then just vanish. But I
Yeah,
don't
if
know
he'd
whether
be fooled by that, it'd be great.
I don't know whether he'd be fooled by that either. But it might be funny if it did.
Near more.
Hmm?
Who?
Yes.
Demir in some
Ah!
non-Colonian language. We share?
I speak common, and that is all.
All right. Common.
I'm sure he speaks that too.
Probably. Do you think you'd be willing to discuss the keep?
Well, we were discussing the keep a little. He told us the
Oh.
history of it.
Like the parts we haven't seen, defenders, treasures,
I'll switch to Thessalonian,
defenses.
as not to offend him by talking in a different language and attempting to hide it from him
Tell
when
me,
clearly
what's-
he probably speaks common.
Actually, he seems to ask you. What language is that? What country does it hail from?
Oh, what is the actual language called? I can't remember.
Taldan, I believe.
Yeah, Taldan. It is Taldan. It is the more common tongue on this planet now.
Not Thessalonian. So have all the rune lords been?
I believe so. Ancient Thessalon has long been gone.
And
There are
just-
ruins left and places of power hidden away like this and buried deep within the ruins, but no, there is nothing. Knowledge history to give him a better story than I can.
Fair enough.
27.
All right, you give him a fairly good rundown of the past age or so and the fall of Phasma and whatnot. How very interesting. From what I saw of Rune Lord Karzog, his abilities were almost on par with that of the Bone Sages.
I do hear that the Rune Lords were extremely powerful, but I guess they had
Sages.
flaws.
I suppose they were living.
Everything has its time.
He's so
There it is.
anti-living. It's really funny. I love
So he
it.
knows the Bone Sages.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what that's.
If you actually know about Eox, the simple thing is the planet was more or less irradiated, and they all just became undead,
Yeah, that's funny.
and then they just kept living on for ages and stuff.
That's nice. I like that. It's a good one. I
The
like
Lich
it.
Planet.
Yep, pretty much.
That's pretty cool.
So
So, have you explored much of this place beyond your room?
at times, yes.
So, is there
I-
anything you can tell us about what lies ahead, and who may be living here, other than the rider?
Yes, I could indeed tell you so, provided that the keep has not brought in new denizens or changed somewhat. It does seem to be a very fickle place.
So, as far as you're aware, the
Well-
rider, I guess, would be deeper into the keep.
Yes, normally he stays by the naming pool, where he awaits new orders from his unknowable masters.
So that would be the pool where he gets the names of the people he's going to decapitate.
Yes.
It's interesting.
Like he's going to get our names shortly.
And who else would be here? Any other?
He will give you basically a rundown of those you know.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't actually mention anything of the Kubu, and he mentions the Pukwudgie as though he were alive.
Our little friend with the spines is unfortunately deceased.
Oh, yes.
Not by us, it seems, by the rider.
My apologies. I do tend to get a bit lost sometimes regarding the living and undead here. Sometimes it's a bit confusing all the same.
It is such a grey area, being alive and being dead.
Yes, it does seem to so here. But yeah, so unless you want more information on those in particular,
So, how do you know anything about us?
I've been observing you.
How?
Through magic, of course.
Of course. So, like a scrying spell?
Something similar, yes.
That's interesting.
Sorry,
Go
do
ahead.
you want more information of the other denizens?
Go ahead. Well, yes, go ahead. I'll let him speak.
He will say that beyond the great doors is where the dining hall is, where the Dark Rider's hounds usually entertain themselves. The room mirrored to his is the harem, where the Dark Lord's current concubine resides. Then to the north and south of the dining room, there is both a monument to the Dark Rider, where he keeps a tool, a harp, that is used to tame some of the undead that appear within here that are not of reasonable civilization. To the south, there is a bathing pool. He does believe that within these rooms there are usually some various undead. He hasn't been particularly interested in their residence because, as far as he knows, there haven't been any good, intelligent conversationalists popping in. And then he'll go on to say that there are the engines, and then furthest to the back room is the shard chamber.
Okay, so the shard is all the way at the back of the keep. Awesome.
Engines.
Okay. Anything else for this gent?
Oh, I gotta know what type of concubine the rider keeps, but we can find that out ourselves, I guess.
Did I gave you a full picture of this guy, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Like a floaty wizard man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
with fancy black and silver robes.
He is quite charmingly dressed, isn't he? Yeah. If you want, you can tell you more about his consort.
Sure.
Her name is Olana. She appears to be one of the Fae, I believe. Despite her appearance, she is nevertheless a fleshy living creature. She has attempted quite a lot to get more of the Dark Rider's attention for her own. A bit of a simpering, overly romantic conversationalist. Not as interesting as you have been, I must admit.
Yeah, thank you.
Nothing's not interesting.
That's right.
Now we just need the passwords to disarm all the traps around the shard, and
I know of no password that will prevent you from any traps around the shard.
Are there any traps around the shard?
There is not a trap, no. There is, however, a result should it be removed.
Which would be what exactly?
Well, I have studied it. Unfortunately, it is rather complex what Karzog built for the Dark Rider. I believe only by experimentation could one truly know the effect it would place. Suffice it to say, however, it appears withering and rather undesirable for fleshy beings.
super. So Kargasog built this for the rider?
He did not build the keep, however he did build the apparatus that infuses the keep and the dark forest with the shard's power in order to maintain its borders and defenses.
So it's kind of the power source for this realm.
The realm would still exist. It, in particular, prevents undesirables from entering in.
Okay. Oh, I see. Like
Hey,
those dudes that sent us here.
I am not entirely sure who sent you here. Who was it?
The Colborn, was it?
Ah, yes, those scholars Karzog employed. So-called scholars.
Hmm.
Goram's not undesirable. Excellent.
So, Kazog employed the Colborne.
Yes, he did much with the city to make it a repository for knowledge, as far as I'm aware.
Nice. Okay. Do we need anything else from him, crew?
He can't undo a curse, can he?
Maybe.
I'm afraid I do not have any spell of that power in my capabilities to cast.
Oh,
Worth asking.
Let's try.
it was worth asking. Okay, are we good? Is there anything we can bring you? I mean, we can go outside and get you some interesting things, like a newspaper or something.
Yeah, one newspaper.
Like an almanac of the past 1,000 years or something.
Or a
Perhaps even
conversationalist.
Perhaps even a crystal ball so you can look outside of here.
Yes, those would all be suitable. Other things could be living subjects to dissect to see what the difference has been from the time that I started to present.
I'm not totally opposed to that idea. There's a lot of hobos in that city upstairs.
Can't do that.
Well,
Why
aren't
not?
those funky guys in the forest?
Funky guys.
Well, yes, but they are
Oh.
hardly representative of the human lives of the above surface.
Human we could bring down.
I've had my fill of investigating the Kai over the years.
I'm not opposed to this idea.
Yeah, your alignment is so whatever you fancy it to be.
My alignment is chaotic. My alignment is chaotic neutral. So slavery is well within that, as is bringing down things for dissection by the creepy, powerful wizard man. Especially if he's paying.
Yeah, we're for hire. Totally, yeah.
I'm afraid that there is little of value I could give you. Most of what I have here is rather necessary for me.
Can you scribe scrolls or produce potions?
Hmm.
Make magical items, perhaps?
I could indeed scribe scrolls, provided I had the materials to do so.
So there's value there. We have something to barter.
Yes, it could be agreeable.
So then, maybe we could fetch you a few urchins to start with, in exchange for some scrolls. And we could deal with the rider and his buddies, and then, once you've got a taste for it, maybe you could come out and visit.
There is somewhat possibility within that.
Shall we let you think about it while we go deal with the rest of this keep? I can't promise we'll be 3,000 years or however long the last time was, but maybe
as you say those words about to go dealing with the keep, he kind of frowns slightly. I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Why?
I have no orders about conversation, but rather specific ones regarding those who seek this place
Are you gonna be a dick, Malagast? Are you really gonna do this?
I apologize for your imminent deaths, but as creatures of intellect yourselves, I'm sure you understand the necessity.
Malagast, I'm disappointed. We were having such a nice chat. We could have had such a good friendship.
He's somewhat disappointed too, but alas...
Now we're gonna have to kick your ass. I'm so sorry.
He's probably immune to slashing.
Initiatives.
Yeah, Malagast, you silly boy.
12.
23.
19.
You guys are rolling pretty high. This could be bad for him.
Poor old Malagast, the spellcaster, having the crap kicked out of him in round 1.
Right, but he's probably got, DR up the wazoo and...
I don't have any DR.
Resistance and...
This goes before Goram.
Goram the fast.
The world goes before Goram.
All right, Demir.
I guess as I'm in combat, I kick the living crap out of him.
Move action to draw a weapon.
Fine.
You ever sheath your weapon? Wow.
I quite imagine he probably would have asked somewhat politely for you to be comfortable and sheath them.
Yeah, I figured we were having a conversation, so waving my sword in his face probably wasn't the best option. Or is a 5-foot spell the better option? Let me think. Hold on.
Waiting for Kabir's action.
I'm a thinking whether I want to spell or whether I want to fight.
Disrupt undead.
I'd love that spell. It'd be great right now. All right, I'll just hit him, dude. Just one attack, right?
Yes, standard attack. Yeah,
I'll power attack him because I'm. Is he flat-footed or not?
he would be flat-footed.
Good. I hope I hit him. 31 plus 2 from
Heroism.
heroism.
Is your minus built into that?
What minus?
For power attack?
No.
So it's just 31.
It's straight. You're right.
Yeah, it'll hit though.
9 damage.
Your blade just bounces off him almost completely.
Really?
Yep.
You just have a flat DR. It's magical, my blade.
Yeah, it bounces off his fleshless bones.
He's
Holy-
skeleton. We need like bludgeoning or something probably.
I don't know. Do we know anything about this stuff?
Unfortunately, he's particularly rare.
What skills he under? Creepy alien dead guy.
You guys didn't really get the knowledge checks earlier to tell much about him.
Well, he's a simulacrum of a creepy alien undead guy. So is he even technically undead? Or
He
don't know.
would still be undead and such.
Or is he just like a fake undead?
no, you can just dispel him.
Well,
you know.
he would either be undead or a construct, really.
Right.
But suffice it for this purpose, he's pretty much just treated as the creature, more or less.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if you could just dispel him as a construct or whatever? I mean,
So,
Right.
simulacrum.
Alex will activate luck,
Good call.
draw blade, step forward, and give an attack with a piercing weapon. I think we're piranha striking, so this is just at this bonus.
Ooh,
It will hit.
between two ribs.
It will indeed kind of poke a hole in his clothes and not really do any appreciable damage that you can
Fantabulous.
see.
We not have a weapon to kill this guy with.
So as far as you can tell, slashing and piercing don't seem helpful.
Fabulous.
Juniper.
Fuck him up, Juniper.
Hopefully he's allergic to adamantine.
I will.
Exactly.
I'm gonna hex him with an evil eye.
Yay, hex is yes.
Undead.
Oh, like not
No.
hexy. No hexes.
Not mind affecting. Yeah.
God damn it. God damn it. Guess we're on to other spells. What we got?
Heal.
Heal. Ah!
My wand of heal. Can
You
I?
got a wand? You got a wand of heal?
That's what I was
Cure.
healing last year. Last
Oh, you
year.
have cure light wounds.
Can I cast retribution?
I don't believe it will work on undead still.
Okay.
I think the only hex that will work on undead are like Ice Tomb and the healing hexes.
Yeah.
Can we double check just before I get rid of it? I don't know.
Most of them are mind affecting.
I know, but
Actually, retribution might not be mind affecting because it's not really affecting him, it's physically damaging him. But it only works against melee attacks, and I'm guessing he's going to cast spells.
Probably. Let's see, hexes. Hex.
X on a creature within 60 feet, causing wounds, deals damage. Another creature melee immediately after the hex creature deals damage, takes half damage. Bypass, immunities or reduction. Effect lasts for a number of rounds equal to the witch's intelligence modifier. Will save negates. Don't know.
I guess technically.
Because it's not.
I suppose it does. Yeah, it's not mind affecting, is it?
Unless otherwise noted, this hex standard action does not provoke attack opportunities. It's a major hex, this one.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything about it regard to what it can hit, and it doesn't have any hurrah. So it's up to you what you decide.
I just want to check undead traits to make sure there's not something specifically in there. No, I guess if that one is not a mind affecting effect, then it should work. The thing is, however, it's yeah, the chances of him making a melee attack is pretty light, but you never know; it could happen.
I'll leave it for now. Let me see what else I can do. But I just wanted to double check for that.
No, it should work. Yeah, good point.
You could 5 foot next to Goram and lightning bolt him.
That's what I was just looking at. Lightning bolt.
What's the area effect of web again?
It's
50-foot radius.
pretty big with you guys all clustered in there.
Forgot it's a ball.
Lightning bolt, 120 foot area, 120 foot line. Reflex for half.
A line?
It says a line.
It's a line, yeah.
Area is 120 foot line, apparently.
That's a long line.
Yeah.
So could, in theory, she just fill the area he's in with it, and
Well, she would have to 5 foot step because otherwise she's hitting Goram or someone,
yeah.
I can step to there.
and then you'd be hitting Demir with lightning bolt.
Through Demir.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong creature. Ugh.
Demir looks so much like a
So
undead
there.
witch creature.
There, yeah. Keeps you out of combat still too.
Yeah. Okay. I will cast lightning bolt on its ass.
Okay.
Now we'll find out if he has SR or.
So is it a use magic device? No. Spell
You
craft.
Do it.
just
It's a
cast
spell
it.
for you.
Oh, okay. So it's
So he
10d6
makes-
damage.
He makes a reflex save.
Fail.
22 seems somewhat successful.
I think that's actually reflex.
Spot on, probably.
Yeah. Where am I looking?
Wow.
Where am I looking again?
Save DCs. I think you're probably close to mine. So it's a 3rd level spell, so you probably needed like a 19 or a 20 to do it.
She doesn't have a +6 or something.
The saving throw reflex half. The reflex for half. So it might. It's my
What you have the DC for level 3 spells, maybe? The save DC for level 3 spells? I don't know how your sheets are set up.
It's on your spell sheet.
In any event, I'm pretty confident that is going to save.
Yeah, so am I. But you can always.
Well, he would need 19 to save versus mine, and I have a +6 charisma.
Yeah, so probably same.
So yeah, so you need to have like a +9 intelligence bonus for that to fail. But even that would succeed, wouldn't it? Yeah. So roll the damage, because still take half, unless he has
6.
evasion.
Wouldn't that suck?
27. What's a rubbish?
All right, so you fire the lightning bolt at him. He dodges it somewhat, and then the lightning seems to, well, it makes his shirt smoke slightly. Does not appear to do much, as it just kind of goes through the bone and rapidly disperses into the stone or floor around him.
So his shirt's not immune to lightning, but he is, or something.
It's gonna be naked, but still whipping our ass.
Seems interesting.
Doom, 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 doom.
What the hell?
Malagast
Jesus.
is going to cast defensively.
Thought you
What
might.
save DCs? I don't. I think I have one written down for it.
It should be in the spells section underneath where it should be
Each
on your
level,
spells
yeah.
list. It should say like spells known, spells DC, spells per day, or whatever. It should be a big table.
Okay, I'm looking at that. How do I know what it is?
It's your level plus your casting stat.
No, what? Wait, no, that's not the save DC.
I'm completely confused now.
What is it? Oh, no,
It's
it's 10.
10
10 plus the level of the spell plus your casting stat.
modifier.
Yeah.
The spell is a level 3.
Yes.
So 10 plus 3. What?
Plus 6 for your int.
Ouch, 38.
Jesus. I guess he
What the hell's
cast
he
that
doing?
Lockhart. He's casting defensively.
Oh yeah.
So save DC is 19 for that spell.
Right, same as mine.
Yeah, okay. And that changes for every spell then?
For every level spell.
Okay.
So all your thirds are the same, all your seconds.
I haven't got that bit filled in on my table, I guess.
Yeah, just fill it in. It's basically going to go 16 through 25 down the table.
Yes, it is.
So
What's your cast, Lockhart?
he disappears.
What did he cast?
What's your
Invisibility.
spellcraft check?
He dismissed himself. That's it. He's back on Eox.
Lens, do a spellcraft check, will you? 32. Ah,
I think that's sufficient.
25.
was it invisibility?
It was Dimension Door.
Ah, crap. How far could that take him?
Reasonably far.
Like, way, way away.
Hundreds of feet.
I do want to say hundreds of feet.
Shit.
Or it could take him just behind us. And
Well, could be through that door.
It's long range, so 400 plus 40 per spell level.
Wow.
he's probably 10th or 11th or...
What the hell level he is, but...
Goram's turn.
Oh, shit.
I turn about in case he's coming at us from the other way, I guess.
All right. So, anything specific? Reading?
Aim to hit him if he appears, or
All right.
smash him into small bony bits.
Demir.
I think we need to get away from each other a little.
You mean out of fireball formation?
Well, out of any goddamn straight line or cluster would be a good start. Standing like a numpty waiting to be attacked by a wizard is never a good idea. Did we close that door on our way in?
I suppose you probably would have, or he would have invited you at some point, unless you want to be open. I don't know.
Since we're chatting, yeah.
I think probably would have closed it. All things considered, chatting in the keep of things trying to kill you.
Yeah, shit might come in. I'll 5 foot to there and cast Blessing of Fervor on the party.
All right. The party's now fervored.
Yay.
Would it make sense to try to do haste as well, or does that too much stacking with fervor?
It just
It
means
doesn't
that,
stack with Herper.
well, it doesn't stack with the haste part of Fervor.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
There are technically bonuses. Well, no, it really isn't that great, is it? You can get the one extra thing, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite worth the spell slot.
Probably not.
I think Alex will basically take her turn to put her rapier back and draw her mace.
Mm-hmm.
Juniper?
Yes. And it says something uses your caster level as the something. Is that my 10 or my 5?
10.
10. Casting class.
Okie dokie. So it's not here anymore.
No, it is not. It has moved.
Anything I can do to detect it?
Unfortunately, not really, no.
Okay, if I had a scroll that I wanted to use in combat, how can I do anything with that?
Yes. Scrolls, however, do provoke if you're threatened, but otherwise you can pretty much use them just like wands. If they're on your spell list, you do not even have to roll a use magic device check. However, they will be activated at the caster level of that they were made as a scroll, not your level.
So I have a disrupt undead. What does that do?
I think that's a level 0 spell.
It's a level 1, as written next to it.
Really?
Mhm.
Pretty sure it's a level 0 spell.
What have you got?
But it has level 1 written next to it on both my character sheet and on the card that I've written.
What's the spell?
Disrupt undead.
Disrupt undead.
Oh, nice.
It's a level 0
Zero.
spell.
Yeah.
It's a ray. You would make a ranged touch attack within 25, basically 25 feet, and if you hit, it deals 1d6 points of damage to an undead creature.
Or 50 feet at her level, wouldn't it be? 25
No,
plus
it's a
5.
scroll.
Oh, scroll. Never mind.
Oh, sorry. The 1 means it's caster level. That's what the 1 means.
Okay.
Not the level of the spell, but the caster level. So, yeah.
Okay, so say that again. What does it? It does.
So if you use it, it's basically like a ray that you point your finger and try to hit him with.
Okay.
You would roll an attack roll using your base attack bonus plus your dexterity modifier. And if it hits, you would deal 1d6 points of damage to him.
Not very
Because
much.
he would be undead.
Okay. I guess I'm going to hold an action for it to reappear anywhere in this room. And when it does, I will cast Lightning Bolt again. I guess.
All right. You may all make perception checks.
Interesting.
Well, we don't want to do that.
13.
28.
Good work, Goram.
I've actually invested in perception.
Really?
I hate
Oh,
having
yeah.
a perception. I'm so not used to it. 20.
All right. No one can hear or see any sign of Malagast.
What did Alex get?
25.
Ah.
Goram.
I don't want to bunch up, but I'm figuring he's buggered the room. Search the room or search for him? Search for him. I'm gonna head it up near the door.
Yeah. It's a good call.
That's gonna put us in a line.
I thought you were going to go up
What?
one. Go up one.
Okay.
Then at least you kind of stood by the door in case he pokes his head in.
Yeah. I'm just ready to chop anything that comes through the door.
All right. So Goram is moving and readying.
Yeah.
Demir.
Still terrified of it.
If I was a caster, would I cast invisibility on myself once I got out of the room?
Possibly.
Thinking I probably would.
Unless he's just, raising an alarm and sending the troops after us or something.
I didn't get that impression from him.
He didn't seem very happy that he had to fight us at all. Maybe he's just run away so that he doesn't have to do anything with us.
Cast invisibility, purge, Lockhart.
He did say something about having specific orders
And I 5 foot over here by this door just in case.
All right. The invisibility purge does not reveal anything in this room.
It's obviously a minute a level, so it's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Is it a minute? That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a minute a level.
Alex. Open to suggestions.
I think we probably need to leave this room, Goram.
You can open up a door if you want.
I think that might leave whoever opens the door to whatever attack is coming.
Yeah, I guess we should wait till we've dealt with him before we search the room.
Yes,
Probably
I agree.
wise.
Yeah. I think he's going to be in this big area outside where he can fly around at the ceiling and annoy the crap out of us.
That or he's just out the window ready to throw a fireball in here somehow. Massive undead fireball.
I like that, it's funny.
Yeah, we're not terrified of him at all.
If we are terrorists, hate it when fucking wizards disappear.
Yeah. The only thing worse than a wizard is an undead wizard.
Right.
That's
Alex,
apparently-
have you got any buffs or anything left?
She's pretty much cast her heroisms, and anything else is just self only, really.
Get her to buff herself a little.
She can cast invisibility
Cast that.
Wow, wow.
Casted.
on herself, or
That's a good question. Well, it's going to be pointless because I'm going to purge it.
it's true, yes. Though technically, I think if it's still on, when she moves outside, or whoever would pop.
Oh,
it
yeah.
Again.
Yeah, I think the range is 50 feet from me.
Mm.
Yeah, it's 5 foot per caster level, so it's a 50 foot
But,
around me.
Otherwise, most of our other things are like preventative or reaction type things. The save and finale, Gallant Inspiration, Purging finale.
I guess we just kind of hang out then, right? And be ready.
So unless you want, yeah, okay, then she'll stay where she is, or do you want her to move forward? Or
No, I think it's fair. I think we're gonna have to open one of these doors. Goram, where do you think she is? North door?
Probably.
I think north door. So we'll probably go out there in a minute. So get ready to come out and
so
beat the
move,
crap out of her.
move there then.
Goram, do you have a beating weapon?
Nope.
Great.
Then Juniper's turn, I guess. I suppose Alex has the theoretical ready.
I was still readying my lightning bolt. I'm going to keep it readying.
Keep readying. All right.
Yeah.
Are you staying way back there? Because we're about to go through this door.
I'll follow behind you, I guess.
Because you can move and still ready.
Yeah.
Though to be perfectly honest, readying the lightning bolt right now has 2 party members or so in the line of it.
Well, it would be a waste to stop readying it, wouldn't it?
Well, no, you never actually cast it.
You just stop getting ready to cast it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something that's less harmful to party members that you can ready is also pulling your wand out.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. The magic missile.
Yeah.
Yep. It seems appropriate.
They never miss spell.
It's always nice.
How? Do you know how to insert a page in a Word document? Just out of curiosity.
I believe it's Control and Enter.
On the
Isn't that
page.
So on your Mac, it's going to be Command and Enter.
Okay.
So is Juniper moving forward?
Yes. I'll move along with the party, but I'm being
So like there.
yeah.
So Juniper moves nearby Alex, all ready at the door.
Balls and shots.
And-
Didn't work, Hal.
Oh,
Really?
Mhm.
Should insert a page. Hang on. I don't want to open Word. Hang on,
Isn't
I'm
that
trying.
hard enter is the control enter?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. It should make you a page break.
Right, but if you're at the bottom of the page and aren't putting anything, it'll not make a new one usually.
No, it should. It should add a new page.
No, okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Sorry.
I'm
just
opening
trying
it now.
No, I'm
Oh
just trying
boy.
to put things. I'm playing around with my spell sheet. I'm just trying to...
Summoned whirlwind of some sort or something?
So, I guess technically Gorm and Alex will get a readied action here.
What is that?
As the door will open, and there will be a small cloud-like creature, dark hollows reminiscent of eyes and a mouth, with a hollow wind whipping around it that has just opened up the door.
The hell is it?
Furthermore, Goram, actually, how far is that? If I do this, you guys can't see it. Bah-ha-ha-ha-ha.
Zephyr?
Yes.
Everybody likes a smart ass.
What?
Knowledge planes.
Can't see it. Ha ha ha.
Bones?
31.
It's a medium air elemental.
Super.
Oh crap.
So yeah, Goram, you can get your raid action.
Dismissal. I guess I strike at it with my sword, because that might do something.
It's air elementals. It's pretty thick air. It can be disrupted.
Alright. Is that, do I get just a single attack then? Is the ready?
Yes, single attack.
Okay.
You're not power attacking because you didn't attack earlier this turn.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, sorry. This is a rated action, so you choose whatever you want. Never mind. This is attack.
Yeah. That's would be with power attack normally, and crap, I rolled 2. Is heroism still up? Or? Okay.
Hmm? It'll hit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Even with the -2, because heroism would still be up. Yes. Yeah, it'll help.
29 points, 4 of which are acid.
All right. Suffice it to say, you kind of take the wind out of its sails, but it's still standing.
Unless I get vital strike on it too, you know.
Yeah, you could have. It's a standard action to attack.
Oh, okay. Then I probably would have done that. That would be
Yeah.
extra set.
So basically, the door opens and it dissipates after
Sure.
being hit by Goram.
Nice work, Goram.
So Alex doesn't get her raid action.
Can we see anything out in the room?
The room is not lit.
Huh.
Goram's dark vision does not extend farther than 60 feet. Within that 60 feet, he cannot see any inhabitants.
Nice.
Clear.
Demir. Actually, another perception check.
Yes, sir.
For Demir or for everyone?
Everyone.
24.
32.
Nice work, Goram.
19.
Most of the party, except Juniper, are able to hear the sound of arcane chanting from further towards the entrance of the keep.
Oh, he's standing in the spike.
Either that,
Hello?
yes.
I missed what thing said at the end of his sentence. He could have.
Okay. He said spikes,
No.
and that would seem to line up fairly well with a perception check. And Demir's turn.
Great.
Do. Fighting a mage.
I cast Archon's Aura,
Ooh, okay. Yes, you do cast that.
and I'll walk out into the room. Bap, 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 bap. Boom.
Ooh, that reminds me. Okay. So you have a fairly good light source on you. What's the range of light?
I don't know. It's not. It's just like it's a torch. It's a torch, I think. Light.
So,
I think,
Uh,
unfortunately, poor human actually be able to see it.
yeah,
Poor-
20 radius.
Poor
normally.
old human eyes. Yeah, it's 20 foot.
20-foot brights and another 20-foot dim. So yeah, that's not able to see it. Though, actually, I guess only Alex has low light vision. The others have dark vision, not low light.
Yeah.
So Alex will at least point out and confirm that he is indeed standing in front of the doors.
Way, way over there.
Yeah,
Great.
somewhere about there.
So we
Nice.
got to teleport outside the keep and come in those doors and take him by surprise.
Yeah, you get on that, Goram.
Yeah, that was Demir's turn. A casting and a move. Alex's turn. I suppose we're heading out. Is going to be 5. What did I have the bonuses of fervor increase movement speed?
I believe so.
Maybe? Oh, I can look.
Increase speed by 30 feet is one of the
Yeah.
bonuses.
That's just a flat bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's not going to take that. She'll take the +2 AC attack and reflex. Is it +2 to attack?
Attack, dodge, and dodged AC. And
Yeah,
reflex
that's the
saves.
one. That's the one I would have taken too.
Oh, okay. So 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Kind of moving ahead. And will cast light for herself.
Good call.
Which still is not. Whatever. I'm just going to put him on.
He's close. He's close
It's-
to the edge of the light.
Just unfortunately, unless you have dark vision, there will be concealment stuffs because, well, technically you outright can't see him unless you get particularly within 40 feet of him, unless you have dark vision.
Which I do.
Yeah,
Even
that's pretty much
Then
it.
it's dark vision 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
So, if he stood by me, he still can't see him.
Well, then I get dim dark vision at 60 more feet.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. No.
So you have 120 foot.
No, I've got 65, but yeah.
And Alex needs
You
to
got
make a
that light,
save.
light thing.
What? Is that how it works?
Alex gets a +2 to this.
What's he doing?
Alex will basically say that it feels hard to approach him,
It
as
feels
though she wants to
hard.
run away.
Oh, like he's got a fear aura?
Possibly.
Nice.
At least it wasn't a dominate monster or something.
Juniper.
Yes.
Are those spikes still there?
Yep, they lasted an hour per level.
God, you suck.
Especially since that's a replacement monster that did
Yeah.
that.
We look at this thing right up here.
What thing? What was that? Was that in the middle of something?
No, I thought you said that you thought that was something that the keep would summon in.
I may have only heavily hinted at that.
Oh,
How do I get a direct line of sight? I'm almost directly.
You have to actually be able to see him.
Yeah, you're gonna have to walk out basically by me.
Technically, she has to get closer. She would have to get within 60 feet because Alex's for you guys. Let's see. Alex's light will only extend that far.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, but you still have to be within 60 feet. So
Okay.
you
So
would have to be.
you can move to next to Alex, I think, right?
She would have to be there at a minimum to see him.
What's
You
this
could
thing
get-
at the top?
You get there.
What's this thing at the top here?
That's the pale
The pale
stranger that we're
stranger.
now ignoring.
Okay.
Go stand where he's just pointed.
Point again.
5, 15, 20. Yeah, you can move there within 30 feet.
Now you can see him. Now you can fuck him up.
Nice.
So, fuck him up away. Is he flying or is he on the ground?
He's on the ground.
Hey.
Lightning bolt or my wand?
Lightning
I wouldn't do
bolt him.
lightning.
Why?
Because
Oh, because
lightning didn't do much to him before. Yeah.
Well, however, do keep in mind you have the elemental metamagic rod of fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Change it to a firebolt and see if that helps.
Okay. I will do that. I can do that 3 times a day.
Yes.
Acid bolt or whatever. Yeah.
Well, it has to be a firebolt.
Oh, that's right. It's
Yes.
fire. Yeah.
Because Lindsay actually reads the items.
Yeah. Even the thing was the one that bought it.
They're often less useful if you do that.
Yeah, right.
So let me find the card thing.
Like that. The item's less useful when you read it.
It's not like I normally used to read it. I've turned over a new gaming leaf. So the save DC will be the same for it, I guess. The 19.
Sorry?
The
19
save.
still? Oh, yes. Sorry, I was reading something. Oh, yes, he will make a reflex save.
Fail. Yes.
He does fail.
Let's hope he actually takes this damage. All 6s. Come on.
Okay, I have a macro for it. I'm gonna hit it. I don't know that it's accurate.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
Hmm.
32.
I guess it makes it fire damage instead of.
Yes. So you shoot this line of fire towards him, and you can hear this is a bit of crackling and stuff, and he's briefly illuminated for Demir.
Snapping
Hey!
bones.
There he is.
Now we just got to get through his 200 and whatever hit points. Yeah.
Goram.
Oh, Goram, you need to get in there, dude.
Yeah.
We need to put those horseshoes of the Zephyr on Goram so he can run across that bad ground.
Yeah. Should I just double move?
How far did you just move there?
What, 30, I think?
Move back. You're inside the room. I just want to count that, please. Control. Okay.
Or was I there or I went up?
You're one up.
I was one
Yeah,
up.
you want to.
Okay. So let's see. So 5. Where are you trying to go? Right in front of Juniper? Or?
Yeah,
Well, I think he can get where he was going, which was
that
2
or
above
above Alex.
Okay.
He's heading
So
2
yeah,
above Alex.
that's 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
can
Sorry.
get that.
All right. Just I thought he was further back than that. So that's one move action. Yeah.
Crap.
Do you remember without that thing doing the difficult terrain, it is a bit easier to move through those spikes?
Okay. But I might take damage stepping on them or whatever.
Yeah, you'll probably still take damage stepping on them, though.
Well, I'm going to do fuck all.
Hey, Goram, remember you can take 30-foot extra movement from the thing.
Oh, yeah.
So your
I'll do
double
that,
move,
too.
your single move could be 60 feet.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. It still won't put me in range, but I'll...
Okay, hang on. If he moves to there as one move, can he is a charge a standard action? Or is it full round?
It's a full round action. The only time it can be used as a standard is a surprise round.
Oh, and he can't charge across difficult terrain, right?
Correct.
Which is what that is.
It's
But
the most difficult terrain.
Okay. I'm going to try and be clever, which won't be clever, but I'll.
First of all, I'm
Yeah.
assuming so far everyone has taken the +2 AC, +2 dodge bonus. What is Goram taking for the Blessing of Fervor?
I'm gonna take that too, and I'm just going to double move.
Okay.
And as I'm moving, I'm going to be shouting, "It's Malagast, the cattle rustler, or the horse rustler."
That's funny.
So I assume I end in there if it's still difficult terrain.
Yes, and you will take, potentially, as you do have damage reduction, the total 1 point of damage from it, right?
Yep.
And make a reflex save.
Oh, come on, Goram.
And you're good. You avoid it hitting some vital part of your foot.
Vital
Yay.
part. Like all your toes. They fly off inside your shoe, pouring them out by the campfire later.
This is going to be mean, but it's what he would do.
Of course.
Malagast decides it's best to leave and packs his bags and goes.
Malagast the bastard.
Malagast
So-
of bastard.
Goram will save as Malagast cast a spell.
I'm betting he can't. He's gonna stupid dominate monster or something. Yeah,
Goram.
I roll a
Goram.
12, yeah.
Disappears.
Oh, angry teleport or whatever it's called.
You can make a spellcraft check.
Yeah.
37.
30. 69. Jesus Christ, Lockhart.
Goram was just dismissed from this plane.
Are you kidding?
So I've got an 80% chance of being back somewhere on the prime material plane. Hopefully
Yes.
somewhere with air.
Shit. Hopefully on our continent.
Yeah.
Jesus, we've just lost you then.
Yeah, pretty much. Until I can
Jeez.
run back to,
Fabulous. That's nice. Thank you, Lockhart. Wow, that was mean.
And then
Uh-huh.
he snaps his finger, and 5 bolts of black energy fly from his hand.
Did he just cast 2 spells in a round?
Yes.
Wow. That's a trick.
That would be a quickened magic missile.
Ooh. Tasty.
And we'll, let's see, put 3 on Juniper because that firebolt was not nice. And 2 on Alex.
Do you have another one by any chance? Juniper?
Yes, one more left.
hey,
You could.
Graham might actually save this.
So
Or
11
survive this.
points to Juniper.
Hmm.
I didn't want to put them all on Juniper, even though that,
Even though he might have done that.
yeah.
He's such
At
an
least
ass.
Alex has a bludgeoning weapon now.
Yeah, right.
And Alex takes 8 points. Demir.
Guess that I still can't see him, can I?
You'll have to move closer.
Well, at least you can see
2,
maybe Goram's no longer there.
4. Can I see him from there?
Excuse me, I'm on a different map at the moment.
Oh, how do I do the measuring? I got it. Apparently that's 50 feet, so no, I can't. Oh, yes, can I? No. I still
No.
can't see him.
Even bloody Eox is on our plane. I could. Jeez.
It's true. It's incredibly horrible, really.
You could be anywhere. You could be in a volcano.
Well, that's what I loved about that spell. It says nothing about where on the plane you appear. Just
No. So you could be on an entirely different... You could be in Tien or somewhere in the middle of the ice wastes or...
or in the heart of the sun, or
Well, no. Well, yeah, you're on the plane, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Not necessarily on the same planet. That's beautiful.
Deep space.
So I can't quite see him there, can I?
Sorry, is that within 40 feet?
I don't think so. I think it's 50 feet.
So, yeah, it's 50 feet.
So I'll take the additional 30 movement, and I will move additional space.
Right.
I'll move to the edge of this mess, and I will flame strike the shit out of him.
Okay. You guys might be alright with that, Goram.
Fuck you, senor.
Oh, he rolls a 1.
Excellent. That means he takes quintuple damage, right?
He takes some damage.
38, douchebag.
His
It's holy flame strike, isn't it too?
Right. Yeah,
unless it says specifically undead taking
not
your damage.
I don't think it does, no.
It's just so that you can flame strike red dragons and stuff, and they still take damage.
Yeah. Because of the holy shininess of it all.
So parts of his skin are blackened and peeling back. Some cracking in the bone apparent. Alex.
That's going to take a bit of spackle.
Does Alex really want to go across the stone spikes to attack him?
Has he not got any ranged anything?
Well, you've seen how well the piercing did to him before.
Yeah, he needs spiritual weapon.
Yeah, has he not got any, like, wands or anything?
Alex has magic missile wand, yes. So, let's see. Alex will pull out the magic missile wand and attempt to activate it. Will succeed in activating it. 3 missiles shooting out and
Yay!
seem to be
Come on.
absorbed before they hit him.
Oh, you suck with your fucking amulet of shielding or whatever you've got. Fuck you, wizard boy.
Or something you prepared when he... Yeah.
Juniper.
Firebolt his ass, Juniper.
Okay, do it again. From right there. So same save DC.
Same
Goddamn.
as before?
Goddamn dismissal, Goram. Better get rolling something else. Better get rolling up something else.
He fails
He might
to
have saved
save.
my life.
Yeah. Yes, full damage. Come on.
27.
Nice,
27.
nice. There's very little left of his opulent robe.
Jesus,
Goram.
crap potload of hit points. Goram.
Yes.
Goram.
It's cold here, Goram. You freeze to death.
You suddenly find yourself walking towards a barricade full of librarians holding staves and wands pointed towards you.
Oh, thank God.
That was
Not the
very
face.
nice. That was very nice of you.
Well, I mean, otherwise it's just a really mean spell. Quite honestly, I'm happy I didn't roll below 20 because otherwise I really couldn't have done anything to save him.
oh, and he would have ended up in like the elemental plane of water or something.
Well, he's just sent to a plane other than his own.
Right.
And since he's not going to have any easy access to plane shift, that's pretty much bye Goram, really.
Yes, Goram spends the next 40 years trying to get back.
Suffice it to say, they hold their fire as they realize they recognize this one. You seem to be in the room just before the passageway to the Thessalonian laboratories.
Run, Goram, run!
Does anybody know Remove Curse and have a wand of killing undead? And
Ah! Come on, Goram, you still got those extra 30 feet. Get running.
well, I'm gonna have to turn around.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just not hard. It's just
Yeah.
So, are you taking the extra movement and running?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't remove curse on me, so I'll turn
I,
around.
I'm more of the point, knowing you're this close and your party members are facing this thing.
Yeah,
Would you not try to?
Yeah, I'll start running back towards the room with the research assistant.
Are we talking about the same character here?
Yeah.
I just got to sprint through the whole dungeon and then touch the men here and
Bad.
avoid
You've
the
got,
worms.
you've got like another 8 rounds of an extra 30 movements.
Right.
That's 120. That's 120 feet around. It's going to get you through
Right.
pretty quick.
Then hopefully I can open the door and surprise them from behind.
We will say running with the magically enhanced movement will take him halfway down the long passage before he reaches the workshop this round.
Good work, Goram. Keep it up.
Malagast.
He has a sandwich. This is his sandwich round.
By sandwich, you mean fireball?
That is not what I meant. Fireball. It's a little wasteful.
It's a 3rd level spell.
I guess he's got it. Who's he gonna get? Can he get us all?
He'll just melt all the spikes for you.
Fireball is a 30-foot radius, is it not?
I don't know.
30 or
Who's
20
it?
foot.
I'd be a cleric.
Fireball. 20-foot radius. Can he get you all?
That's it. He just didn't want a fireball in his room.
I don't think he can.
Draw a shape.
Might be able to with a 20-foot radius, maybe.
10, 15, 20. No. You just got
No?
them. So,
Oh, it's a tiny fireball. I'm
Sorry.
so happy. So tiny.
what does that spell do?
It heals me and explodes his face.
It's a negative energy fireball.
He's looking up at
Oh,
the spells.
sorry.
What?
Demir needs to make me.
Oh, a will
Oh, the
save?
Actually, and Juniper needs to make me a will save.
Oh dear. 17.
Oh dear. Oh, you should be running away.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it's a fear effect. You're panicked.
Well, that kind of sucks.
29.
Juniper's fine, however.
Hang on a second.
Hopefully, we left all the doors open.
How bizarre. There's some
Wow.
really weird rules for the fear aura.
Yeah, how's that?
So I guess Demir is going to be panicked for several rounds.
I re-roll my failed save.
Oh yes, actually, Alex would have used that if not yours.
I use Battlefield Clarity,
Oh, okay.
which lets me re-roll the save at a +4.
Okay.
23.
Sufficient.
Hey! It's like, no! Fuck you, wizard dude. Thank God for that.
All right.
I have two uses of that per day, and it's good for shaking off crap like that. I knew there was a reason I took it, even though I've never used it.
As Goram's down the hallways. Ah!
That's it. Keep charging.
What was that? What did I do? It seemed like it should be better. Sorry. I should have learned his spells better. Too
What
many
spells?
spells.
That spell seemed like it should be better.
Well, it's a 5th level spell or something. I'd hope it would be better.
Some things are a bit of a lemon, to be honest.
This one seems like it is. So use that, use that. Yeah. Probably what is going to do. That flame strike really did hurt him. So he's going to aim a finger at Demir.
I'll aim a finger back. Mine's pointing upwards and is the middle one.
And a solid black beam is going to shoot at Miramor.
I flat out dodge it. Oh, Nimmermore's fine. He's way away. He's good.
Demir.
We're thinking about Nimmermore.
Your character's name is too close.
It's purposefully close. Yes.
It's purposefully close. So what is his bonus to this? It's not great.
It's a ray. It's gonna hit me, dude.
It's not great.
Is it touch AC?
It's touch AC.
And it's gonna hit
23. Okay.
me. Might just hit me.
So, and Demir feels very drained of his ability.
How many levels?
2.
You suck.
Was that enervation?
That is enervation. 2 negative levels.
Oh, damn it. -2 levels.
Does that get rid of your ability to flame strike?
Yeah, probably.
Thing, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think it does, dude.
Stuff because I'm not in this combat?
Demir, sorry.
You suck. Yes, you have removed my ability to flame strike. You have, however, not removed my ability to drop a wall of fire on his sorry ass. So that is occurring right across that back wall by the door.
All right.
Take this. Don't like fire?
Okay. So
Lots of shiny
what's
fire. I'm looking it up. Hang on. I'm forgetting wall of fire. I evoke it. No saving. Yes, does he have spell resistance?
No.
Oh, that's awesome. Then he's taking 2d6 plus 10 damage.
All right.
19. I could fucking well see him now.
More bone crackles.
And it's staying there.
Yes. Alex. So
At least till next round.
Alex is going to at least move forward, seeing the wall, and possibly going to move there, and just ready an attack just in case he comes close enough. Because in theory, he should be fire somewhat.
He should be backing away from the wall, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Juniper. If you have another damage thing that might work, a ear-piercing scream or something.
I was just thinking that one. I was looking.
This guy's got a metric pot ton of hit points.
Probably.
It's called False Life.
God damn him, false life.
He's a spellcaster.
Right?
Not that he probably didn't have a ton of hit points before that.
Yeah.
Also, they tend to be able to give undead things to boost their hit points.
I have a volcanic storm.
You do? You do?
Drop it on his face.
I think I might drop
Right.
it in his face.
Right on his face.
Right on his face.
Yeah. Make sure every rock hits his face.
Worst acne ever. Well, that's
Yeah.
bludgeoning too, isn't it?
Hang
Yeah.
on, I'll look it up because I have the card for
It's,
it.
it'll be 5d6, 2d6 fire, 3d6 bludgeoning.
I think you'll like that, Linz. I think you should drop that on his face.
Oh, this is all going to be done before Goram even gets past the
I'm
creatures.
actually pretty impressed. You guys kept your damaging spells.
We hadn't done a great deal at that point.
Okay, I'll do that. Volcanic storm his ass.
On his face.
Okay.
Do I need
Roll some damage. He doesn't get a save against this.
3?
Does it matter, or is he taking all damage regardless?
I'd like it separately. It's
Okay,
kind
so
of,
it's 3d6 plus 2d6.
it's kind of tricky to say. I'd have to look up specifically.
What's your 3d6?
And the 2d6.
Ugh.
There we go. The fire is sufficient.
Hey.
I didn't want to look up. He's DR bludgeoning and magic. So I wasn't entirely sure if bludgeoning from spells counts as magic, even though it probably should. In any event, 6 fire damage will be enough to defeat him. With his
Does that mean bludgeoning a magic bypass?
bludgeoning a magic bypass? Yes.
So my sword should have hurt him because it's considered magical.
It has to be bludgeoning and magic.
Oh, that's wow.
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 How much DR did he have? That
15.
oh God.
I wasn't
Dead.
kidding. So with that last bit of fire, he basically, the skeletal form disappears, the things that look like cloth disappear, and all you see is is out in snow and ice before it quickly kind of falls to heap and melts in the heat of the volcanic storm.
Beautiful. I stop concentrating and the storm and the wall vanishes too.
Okay.
Are there any crap over on the floor?
Appears to be a few things within the spikes.
I mage hand what I can over to me. An item at a time.
Alright. Yeah, you should be able to mage hand them.
It's like 5 pounds an object, right?
Except for
Except it works on non-magical objects.
No, it's by weight.
But it's also non-magical, right?
Unless
One
unless
non-magical unattended object.
Is that the target for it?
That is the target.
Okay. So you're not able to get anything then. Because the only thing that would be non-magical is currently burnt to a crisp from the combination of the wall of fire exposure and volcanic storm.
Nice.
You guys are going to need a nap.
Yeah.
But there appears to be a little pouch, as well as his bird skull amulet among the spikes.
Do we even dare touch
Okay.
stuff?
Yeah, we can touch his stuff. I think it's probably fine. Well, there's a pouch with like a drawstring and like a...
Yeah, little pouch with a drawstring, yeah.
Nice.
As Goram's charging through the halls, screaming with his sword over his head.
So Goram will eventually make his way back to where the Callborn are standing.
Yay! As I pass by the research assistant without saying anything or listening.
Oh, that's right. The fog cloud would not have dissipated, or it would have dissipated by then, wouldn't it?
Since
Here-
we slept. And
Here was I thinking it would still be up. That all the same. That being said, is Goram just running past it?
oh yeah.
There is kind of a 1-round delay on it, so
Goram shuts his eyes.
not
and
that you
charges.
guys know that necessarily. Goram will just know that something asked him a question past on, which you guys heard before, and he just ran on past it.
Good work, Goram.
And eventually we'll come to the Callborn. How is it that you escaped the dark forest? The mental voices. They're still holding it.
Spellcaster?
They're still touching the black men here, concentrating to keep the way open.
So I guess I'll touch it too? Isn't that what we
Okay.
did the first time?
Yep.
And then run, because there's worms.
Yeah, I'll just slap it as I'm running by, you know.
Okay, so Goram will appear.
Yay.
Charging at the door.
Good. Pick up that stuff, Goram.
Let's- come on, layer. Token. Goram.
You're popping Goram back on.
Yep. Goram is by the black men here.
Running for the door.
And yeah, you can move to the door.
Oops.
I suppose Malagast is gone. So I bet he would.
Open the door and swing. Oh,
So as Gorm yanks open the door at the end of his turn, there's going to be a huge amount of rot grubs appearing around the men here.
That's okay. We're not going near there for a while.
But they're going near you.
Well, it's far away, and they're only tiny. How can they see that far?
That's a
they
good
can't-
question. How far can rot grubs swarm?
I don't think they moved very fast.
Yeah, they don't move too quick.
But they're kind of amorphous, so they can kind of go through things like doorways and stuff. Wow.
But spikes. And molten lava now.
That being said, their senses do not go that far, so they will slowly mill around,
Schlump about.
slump about. So yeah, so Goram, there
Hello?
appears you will rejoin the party. Alex tears, yay! Goram's back. He's not disintegrated.
We're so happy.
I've heard about wizards who can do that. You just go poof, and you're dust and gone. And it's sad.
One day I'll be
But
able
he's not, so it's happy.
Yay!
to.
Ooh, stuff.
So yes, Goram will. Sorry. I'm hearing echo.
I hear echo also.
Is it still going? No, it's stopped now. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, it seems to key in my voice sometimes. I hear it a lot, but anyway. Where were we? Yes. So there is a bird skull amulet, as well as what appears to be a bag that appears to have something small and round inside it.
Peek in the bag.
Bring him over, dude. Are you over?
Essentially, inside there appears to be a marble, more or less.
Rather than walking through all the spikes and taking damage, can I just go
What?
cut through the wall or something?
Why don't you climb through that window on the side, or is it high up?
I'm going to say you probably can't. No. I'm gonna say
Under
no.
the window? Oh no. Okay.
I'm gonna say no. The window you'd have to do. It's not really sized for entrance of medium-sized creatures.
And I can't sunder the wall, so I'll move through the spikes.
I'm not saying you have to move through the spikes.
Okay.
Goodness knows you do have someone still with a levitate to cast and fly to use.
True.
Well, I took 1 point last time passing into them.
If you want, you can walk through them. Show yourself to be a big, manly man.
Or not. Can we lift Goram with levitate?
Yes, you can lift. You can him, however.
She only gets that like once a day, too.
You or one willing creature or one object to 100 pounds per level. I'll cast levitate on you, Goram.
I
Yeah,
will
he
hand
just-
walk across the ceiling then.
That'll work eventually too. And yes, Gore will make his way over with the use of another levitate spell.
Hooray!
The party is reunited.
Hooray!
What's in the bag?
That guy was hardcore. Juniper, do you want to ID these items for us?
I sure do.
Yay! Yay, Juniper's IDing items, yay.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about this.
Right.
Demir could have totally gone in the bird skull amulet.
Oh, is it not magical?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Interesting.
Oh, bonded item.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Either way, it's all good.
Which is a shame because I actually could have used that to cast one of his nice spells like Dismissal again.
Yeah, glad you didn't think of that. So we've only got one magic item and it's in this bag.
Yes.
Off that high-level wizard, we have one magic item. Oh, I guess we've got
Off his body, yes.
I say we've got his room to check out yet.
Yeah, for his spell.
I'm wondering if his room's a good place to rest up because it didn't seem like a lot of people came in there, judging by the dust on him.
As good as any.
Well,
That just means he didn't move much.
well, why would anyone go in here? He's kick-ass,
It's as safe as any place in the keep.
and it's only got 2 doors. We'll think about it. All right, what we got?
What am I doing?
Identifying this marble.
Okay, and that's spellcraft, right?
Yeah.
The bag itself is actually magical as well.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a linked
Oh, the bag of
magical
marble.
aura.
Bag of magic marbles, +1.
Is that 22 your result?
Yes.
I think that'll be sufficient. They are. If you give me a moment. Spy eyes.
The hell are they?
At first glance, spy eyes appear to be cat's eye marbles. When activated, each comes to life and blinks, transforming into an eyeball. When pressed against an inanimate object or surface, such as a wall or article of clothing, the eyeball absorbs into it, leaving a magical sensor of the same size on the surface. Anyone holding an eye from a particular cluster of spy eyes can share the view from any other eye in the cluster as if that eye were her own, provided she is within 10 miles of that sensor. To recover a sensor, she can press a spy eye she holds from the same cluster against the one that's in sensor form to make the sensor emerge and return to marble form. A single bag of spy eyes contains 5 marbles, meaning that up to 4 may be deployed at any given time. Spy eyes in sensor form can be detected via the normal means for detecting scrying.
Nice.
So with the one left in here, she can see through all the ones that he might have scattered wherever they are, or
Yes.
find them.
I would
That
merely
sounds
have to
useful.
actually look for where they all are.
Well, I'm sure they listed that
In
Yeah,
a nice
convenient
table
one slot,
nearby.
yeah.
I bet they didn't.
That's easy enough, but are you going to try and look through them?
Sure.
Who's trying to look through them?
Yeah, the magic woo, Juniper. Do you want to try?
They do seem kind of witchy.
So, looking at them, the first sight that she sees is you guys from the north wall.
Okay, can we figure out where it is?
Roughly the center. Taking the time to look, you'll see a very small eye kind of carved into the stone a bit or something. If you want to retrieve it.
I guess we do for the moment. Do we? Or do we not?
Although that, if we are going to camp out in the wizard's study or whatever room, that would be a good way to keep track of this room.
Hmm.
The next vision appears to be a opulent bedchamber covered in pillows and hanging silks. A large amount of cushions and comforters piled high into a bed dominates one wall, while a shallow wallow of murky brown water is inset into the floor opposite it. A large creature looking something like the combination of a horse and a human, but rotting and festering, appears to be resting on the bed.
Consort.
That's beautiful. Horse human. Have we any idea what it is?
Knowledge nature. I can give a picture.
Like a centaur.
What do you say your name was?
No.
Lana?
Olana. Give me a moment.
Lens, drop us a knowledge nature. Ooh, a nuka leaf.
Ooh, I don't know them.
Nuka leaf? Is that what it is?
Is that 19 knowledge nature for Juniper?
26.
26? Yes, a Nucalavi.
Yeah, that
A type of fae that spawns death and disease.
she looks lovely. What do we know about those?
Fae, cold iron, bypasses DR. Here we go. And immune to disease and poison. Let's see. 19. That's 2 rages. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. So DR10, cold iron, immune, disease, poison, and they are fae. Of an aquatic type. Subtype.
Really?
Yep.
What a fae.
Well,
Weird.
again, kind of that festering disease and stuff in waterways and stuff.
Right.
So you did say there was a pool in the
Yes.
harem or whatever.
It's a small pool. More like a large bathtub, really. Next vision. Should be 4 of these, right? Let's see if I can find them all. Can we find all the spy eyes? I guess if there isn't one, it's just assumed to be a part of the bag.
I guess.
So it said there's normally 5 of them.
Yeah.
So there's 4 scattered about or missing.
That's all I see for them. So I guess there's just 2 outside of the bag, right? I cannot find any immediate mention of any of the other ones.
Hmm.
So yes, there's the one in this room and one in the what you appear to be guessing is the harem.
So should we recover this one? We can always put it somewhere else.
I want one of these things.
Sure.
Hey?
I want one of those Alana things.
Llamas.
As a mount. As a mount.
I like that. Nuka llamas.
I didn't say that.
Nucalavi. Okay. What else are you doing?
We'll go and
I
search his
suppose-
room.
I suppose I should say the Nucalavi does not appear to be entirely at rest. She appears to be watching her door somewhat carefully, a hand on a nearby sword.
Do they sleep?
Faye, maybe not.
So it's not undead, it's...
It is not undead.
Hmm. Too many things going. There's too many magic things.
They do indeed sleep.
Ah, good. Maybe we can wait till she's asleep, kick her door in and murderficate her.
So go search the wizard's room.
Yeah, let's all gather over there. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Malagast.
The ox.
Stupid.
Yeah,
One of the most cordial traps to try and kill you.
That was really
Yes.
mean. I thought we were getting along. I hate it when NPCs decide for no reason other than the fact that it's in the book they're going to murder you.
Well, the simple fact is he's not. He's
under
just a
orders.
step up
I guess-
from
I guess he's
automaton.
not. I guess he's not a real person, is he?
No.
No.
I was considering being slightly helpful until it was pretty obvious you were going to. Then his program kicks in.
Mm.
If you just been a little less braggy, he might have at least waited until you guys actually approached the door or something.
Sure.
I just thought I could get lucky calling him a cattle wrestler.
That's funny. But then you vanished.
The
Yeah.
problem is you said cattle, not horse wrestler.
Yeah. I realized that right after. Like,
So, inside the room, there's obviously the paintings are worth something. They are not poorly done.
Okay. Will they fit?
I think triptychs, they should be fine. They're not going to take up too much room, really.
Somebody got appraisal, because I ain't.
Nope.
Did I give it to Alex?
Let's hope so.
I believe I did. Yes, I did.
Very good.
I thought you guys appraised stuff well before, did you not?
I thought
Nope.
we did too.
Did before.
Well, who rolled
Yeah.
that? Was it just luck of Alex?
No, it's
Yes.
before Alex. I don't know about. I don't have a praise, but I did. My last character did.
Okay, so that will be 300 gold pieces.
So what are they? Are they each, and are they multiples, or what are they?
That's for the set. It's a triptych, so it's the same image imposed over frames, essentially.
Yeah, I have no idea how to spell triptych.
Trip,
Yeah,
T-Y-C-H.
that's I did T-I-C-H.
T-Y.
I know. I had it as
Close
T-I.
enough.
That's why it didn't look right. I've got it now. Got it.
I have to say that is one of the words I've learned from being a game master.
Yeah,
What a triptych is.
nice. Anything else in this room? I will cast detect magic and peruse.
And
Not
I'll
particularly
search.
magical,
Hmm.
but there is sufficiently large amount of supplies that a
Huh.
spellcraft check.
Spellcraft. 31.
Juniper is able to determine that they are generally all used for repairing damage to simulcrums.
It's a pretty niche market for sale there, Lockhart.
That being said, there's quite a lot of them, and the materials, while together that serves a purpose, can be used for other things as well. If you'd like Alex to appraise them.
Yeah, do it. Are they like arms and legs and stuff? They are, aren't they?
No, they're materials and liquids. and stuff.
Spackle and
It's like Sparehead #3 and stuff
It's
like
it's duct tape. Duct tape and plaster. And they're worth quite a bit, as a total will be worth 8,400 gold pieces to a buyer.
that. Can we fit it in the
Nice.
bag?
That will be the thing. It is quite delicate, some of them. Certainly, you might. This is something you might want to pack carefully with time at some other later point, perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. We'll leave it here for now.
Furthermore, Juniper is able to pull out 3 particular objects that are not used for this alchemical process.
Good work,
They
Juniper.
are 3 forked metal rods.
Ah.
Juniper
Ah,
is able to identify them as focus for a spell.
oh, they're like tuning forks.
One is attuned to the material plane, for the plane shift spell, sorry.
Yeah.
One to the dark forest, and one appears to be some extraplanar realm associated with ancient Thassalon.
So,
Now we just need plane shift or whatever that is that uses those.
They are worth 100 gold pieces each. That's just standard arcane knowledge, apparently.
nice. Very good.
Yes.
So move the bookcase against the doorway and the desk against the other door and
Yeah, we could do that.
Are you actually going for a rest?
I don't know whether it's going to help us. You're cursed and I'm enervated.
That's true.
How do we de-enervate people?
Oh, sorry, enervation is actually not that bad.
Is it not? Does it not last forever? It's instantaneous, so it's lasting forever.
I'm sure it wasn't.
Assuming the subject survives, it regains lost levels after
Yes.
a number of hours equal to your caster level.
Yeah, it's
Maximum
temporary.
15. Oh, okay, good.
So after 10 hours, not that you necessarily know it, suffice to say, after a fairly long period, Demir will recover those negative levels.
Great.
So I suppose that is a contributing factor to negative levels is not good.
Negative
Cut
levels
off.
is bad.
Cut off your top tier spells, minus 10 hit points and minus 2 to most rolls.
Yep. What do we think? Is it worth a rest or not?
How are you guys on spells?
Not bad,
Fired with some big
but the
ones.
level, my number of spells per day have dropped because I've lost 2 levels.
I've used up everything at level 3, I think, because I turned all of my lightning bolts, and I used a volcanic storm, which is one of my
Big ones. Yeah.
So I'm half-ish.
Alex is about half-ish too.
I would be about half-ish, but my top level has dropped down completely. So all of I have less spells per level because I'm lower level now.
Well, we could try and take the harem if you want before resting, but I doubt we've got enough to finish the rider and his hounds if that's what else is
Well,
there.
it seems like there's a lot of keep left. Wasn't there like some side rooms and stuff before we get to the rider?
Well, he was
Didn't
talking
you
about
say?
the engines and
There were
the-
side rooms within the feasting hall.
Yeah, so it's a whole feasting hall before we get to this pool place.
yeah.
So there's like at least 3 rooms left. So we need to rest. We might be able to take the Knuckle if we're appropriately spelled up.
Yeah, I don't know how tough those are.
Do you want
Oh,
something
lovely.
to drink now? Do you want something to drink?
Sure. Where are you going?
I was going to the fridge.
Sounds good. I will take a soft drink of some kind.
All right.
Thank you, Boo Bear. You okay? Flynn?
Did she leave before hearing that, perhaps?
I think she did. 6, 5, 3.
I don't know what, quarter of midnight to you guys?
I was gonna ask that. It's up to you if you wanted to try fighting. I honestly don't know exactly how difficult, easy that could go. You guys should be all right for it, but it's hard to say.
I have 1 level 4 spell and 2 level 3 spells left, and 5 level 2 spells and all of my level 1 spells. So I'm okay.
There's no
So there's-
shame in retreating if you wish.
Yeah. They're associated with what disease you said? I don't know if you've got.
The disease and rot is their aspect as being fey. Because fey are usually tied to some aspect of nature, so theirs is a bad one.
Does anybody ever remove disease?
No. How would we do that?
Yeah.
What would you need a useful spell like that for?
Right. It's only it's only useful like once or twice in an entire scenario.
It's only useful for making friends with entire tribes of goblin. Or,
It's true. You pretty much proved it
Troglodytes.
can be a very useful spell when dealing with common folks.
Mm.
Even when the common folks are troglodytes.
Get away, dog. Mine. Troglodytes.
Well, I don't know. He didn't really do too much damage, but I like to feel Malagest was a reasonably threatening feeling combat.
He was pretty mean. I didn't like
I
him at
felt
all.
threatened.
He could have been so mean, Lockhart.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I was a bit worried about him because, to be perfectly honest, he starts in a very bad position. He starts without his shield spell, surrounded by opponents.
Hmm.
And he rather, I think, kind of depends on that, getting that dimension door off to do something, which is a bit of added tactics, really, because, again, it only makes sense. They want him to start with Summon Monster as his first action.
Hmm.
Really?
Really?
Before he leaves?
Before he leaves.
Why would he do that?
Exactly.
Yeah, his DR is pretty
I mean,
impressive, but-
his DR is impressive, but at the same time, for level 10 adventurers, you're going to breathe through him, and his concentration is not that high that he's going to make it if you attack him mid-casting.
I mean, if Goram was using like a magical two-handed hammer or something, it'd have been really hurt.
Oh, yeah, no, I was quite fearful when he still had Niramor.
Yeah.
Because Niramor would have just ate through him pretty quickly.
Yeah, even if he hadn't managed to bypass all his DR anyway.
But anyway,
Come back. Have we decided what we're doing? Are we resting a lot?
I don't know.
it's kind of undecided, but I think there's a slight leaning that it is late, at least for now.
Mhm.
And you guys probably may want rest if you want to be safe, but I don't know. It's up to you guys.
I don't know how powerful a Nooka Levy is, so
Or this particular one.
Yeah.
yeah, this one's got a name, so
And its own unique picture.
Yeah, everything's probably at least an advanced template on top of whatever their base creature is or something.
Or levels in fighter.
Levels, yeah. Crap.
Would we rest with what Goram had happened?
Once you had a sword, yeah.
I think just because unfortunately we did kind of truncate some of that conversation a bit. But I think, to be perfectly honest, that probably could have conversed for quite a while, really. Your heroisms might be getting close to running out after all that talking, really. But I think if anything, talking about things, you might have learned that the Kai are actually fairly peaceable creatures.
Yeah, we could go try and negotiate with them. If we speak a language they do.
that might be a way to go. They felt like we could go hang out with them,
Mm-hmm.
and then we open the door again, and there's like 16 undead Tyrannosauruses in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wouldn't put 16.
Yeah, just whatever.
I mean, that may won't even fit inside there. I'd have to put them roaming around the Black Keep.
Or you could do a Totem Mask. They're all good undead.
They're niche. They don't fit in here. They're not that creepy type of undead with their taking over bodies and stuff type thing.
They're pretty goddamn creepy.
Maybe it'll summon another porcupine guy.
Perhaps.
Porcupine guy. Maybe a hedgehog man. So should we go rest in that town? That little village of doofers?
Well, we rested before.
Well, no, actually in the village, apparently they're peaceable and reasonable, so they might not actually eat our faces.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
I hear pug snorts.
So just figured out eating something.
Yeah, although
That's about as long as I ever get eating on my own.
That's
I
because
wonder
she
if
was
it's going
through
to
here,
summon
because I was eating something.
I wonder if the keep would replace gas too. I mean, if it keeps replacing losing game.
Well, keep in mind he was actually brought there.
Yeah.
He was not summoned or created by the keep.
True. Nor were the wyverns probably.
No, they probably were.
Ah. Up to you guys.
I think we should go rest with the little dudes.
Yeah.
Well, I can probably charm the pants off them if I need to.
Okay.
Assuming I can speak their language. Assuming they have a language.
I would have to actually look that up.
Ah,
For some reason, I actually expect you guys to be able to power through and keep going, but I guess this keep is just too tough.
yeah. Did you really?
If we were carrying on playing, maybe. But
It's
Yeah, we could maybe take the
It's always
knuckle
be-
leave out, but I don't
always
think
be-
we're going to rest eventually anyway.
So, I don't know. Shall we just call it there, and if we need to do any little bit of stuff for the finding the village and whatnot, we can do
Sure.
that next session.
Sure.
Do you want XP us for those 2 things we killed?
Oh, yes. You killed 3 things, or 4 things, really. I mean, the wyverns might have escaped mostly, but you still encountered them.
Killed
Ha.
one. Got a wyvern
So-
snake.
3 wyverns will be 3 advanced wyverns
Ha.
will be a total of 9,600,
Worth it.
and Malagast of Eox
or as I like to call him, the character that could have been the end boss with a little adjustments.
Yeah.
12,800.
Nice.
Wow, he's like the biggest thing we've ever killed, right?
Quite possibly. He's a
Yep.
CR11.
Wow.
So divided by 3 will give you 7,467.
Oh,
So close.
so very close, Lockhart.
How close are we?
Like really close.
How close are we?
Say how much we got again.
We're at 151,046.
So you're 4,000-ish off. Pretty
So
close.
close.
151.
046.
I guess we're not a knuckle lever away. She's not going to be worth that much.
No, that you pretty much have to find another Malagast.
We have to grind for a bit.
Yeah, we'll go grind in the forest on wolves until we manage to get a level.
Grinding on wolves sounds a little hazardous, but yeah.
For some reason, the GM stops giving us experience when we aren't following the quest. What's with that?
Can't do that.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Juniper gets another 500 experience for getting out of the cold, horrible bed to play with us today.
Oh. Damn! What about all that lessons I learned from my quick planar travel?
They were just-
If you had taken the action to stop and ponder the mysteries of planar travel, but unfortunately you just had to run back to your group.
Damn it. So we didn't find like a spell book for Malagast or whatever? Was he a sorcerer? Or?
He was kind
Or
of
did we
burned
run
up
up
in
with him?
fire.
I had it on.
Yeah.
Because dismissal would have been really handy if anybody in the party could cast it.
What was burnt up in the fire?
His spell book.
Supposed to be stuff.
Oh, okay.
To be perfectly
Oh.
honest, though, no one can use his spellbook. She learns from scrolls.
Yeah,
Oh.
but spellbooks are kind of spent.
They're a little bit of money. They're not huge money. They're a little bit.
Yeah, I guess they're generally only a couple of thousand, don't they?
But much
Maybe.
more than 4,000 at the most.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
probably a pretty high estimate because he did not have many spells.
See, there's somewhere by the feasting hall that they used to control undead, it sounded like he said.
Yes, he did mention that.
That might be useful later.
Well, I think they're only the mindless, stupid undead.
Probably. But if we could collect up a few that we haven't thought through, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
So, with the party retreating once more from the Black Keep, do we call the night there?
I guess we do.
Sounds good.
Yay.
All right. Goodbye, listeners.
Well, I'm going to stop in a minute, Lockhart. You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, goodbye, all. Everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Stopping. 3, 2.